All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is August 27th, 2023. We are about 10 minutes early today, but hey, you know what? I've been waiting to do this all day today. I pushed it back originally. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but we had a bit of a tech issue. Hopefully everything's been fixed now. I have learned I potentially need an extender for my room. Additionally, even though we're getting now the speeds that we're supposed to be getting, everything's kind of still a little wonky. We need to have a conversation, though, and I really think it's important to have this conversation with some people. I did offer for a few people to call in today to discuss the Supermega stuff, especially when it comes to people that are still covering to this day. I did offer Lerix to call in. If he does call in, I'd like to discuss with him how everyone kind of came to the same consensus that me and Sleepy did, which was kind of funny, that a lot of people with no connections whatsoever have all started saying the same things because it's so obvious that this entire thing was a complete nightmare debacle from start to finish. And now, especially now, there's been an update on the Lex Dog stuff. Like some real updates to it. Kind of like a sneak update to her description, in my opinion. But regardless, let's get it started. Let's say hello to some people in chat. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another stream. I want to say thank you to Shogun getting us started with a donation today and for the 2 months. Appreciate you, dude. Rinny, Black Rose, Duelist Spade, Jack, Claus, Big Fart, Rinny, everybody, really. Thank you, guys.
Against Lex video.
Yeah, I genuinely believe that there's a good and healthy amount of pushback on this video. And I think it's necessary that there's pushback on it. Now, am I saying that she can't feel the way that she feels? No. Personally, again, I personally believe, and a lot of other people believe, so I'm not the only one out here, that it was maybe just a miscommunication and she wasn't able to articulate her thoughts and got triggered by a past event. So I want to give you guys like a very brief update on the Lex stuff, and then we're actually going to go over, I'm not even joking, we are going to go over a few things that we didn't get to talk about on the other streams because these are becoming more and more important as it goes, especially Destiny's take on the situation. We already know that Chud kind of saw our side of things, but big shout out to Turkey Tom by using his platform to like bring it over to Destiny and being like, dude, you got to watch this. And Destiny, without any prompt other than like, it kind of looks like a hit piece, basically said verbatim what a lot of us have been saying since all of this shit started hitting the fan. And I appreciate the people that shared the videos and stuff. And I'm done with it too, Luna. I really am. But this needs to be handled and kind of made an example of, in my opinion, of what not to do in the event that something like this happens and how to handle yourself when it comes to allegations like these, and what to do when you are presented with some bullshit. Basically, when you present bullshit for the overall world to see. So I want to give you guys an update on the sneak update to the description involving Lex's video. So as you can see, the video has been unlisted as of, I want to say, about a day or two ago. So that video is now unlisted. You can still access it. It's not private. It's not deleted or anything. The video in technical terms is removed from the YouTube algorithm system and you need a link to access it, but the video is still technically up, which a lot of people tend to do. Now, she did put out a response to, I want to say, some people, but she didn't go into depth or anything involving Ryan or Matt's involvement on things and how she basically contributed to the slander that was allowed to happen by Nick's Not Green, Leighton, and Ethan. She doesn't even talk about the the Super Mega Party is over stream too. I wish I had a copy of that stream. I do not. I only have the clips. So I want to read over this description to give you guys kind of an insight on her mindset right now. Edit, if you're reading this, this is now unlisted because it no longer needs to be up as it has served its purpose, which was getting my message to people that mattered to me after a long time of not having been okay. Why can't you talk to these people privately about this stuff? That to me already is kind of like a red flag where it's like, it served its purpose. How did it serve its purpose? Did it serve its purpose and getting this out there? Also, Tsunami Poppy, I've been covering this the entire time. Anyways, just to tell everybody that's going to be new to the soup, like everyone thinks I'm doing the old Supermega shit. Nah. So, this is the thing, right? I'm not a big fan of this. It has served its purpose. Did it serve its purpose to bring light to the Dawn stuff? Sure. But personally, and again, and I'm not even joking, I don't believe that it was that big of a deal to make a public situation. I don't. And I still stand by that statement. That at the end of the day, she can feel the way that she feels about the Dawn stuff. But from looking at it from a normal human perspective, I don't believe that an actual serious fucking crime was committed here. I believe that they had an awkward sexual encounter, shit got weird, and then boom. She had a moment where she was like, holy shit, this is like my ex-boyfriend who treated me like shit, and immediately went down the hole of trauma and then put all of that trauma onto Dawn. In this case, now, I'm not a fan, again, it has served its purpose. I don't like that. I'll be perfectly honest. The ability to talk about what had ultimately led to me being emotionally devastated for a very long time, affecting many important aspects of my life. Hence part of why I spoke about the aftermath of the assault so much. See, this is the thing. What real aftermath was there? You were living in a house rent-free, allowed by Matt and Ryan to give you a place to live and trying to even help you try to find a place. They offered you money. They offered you all of these things, and yet you didn't act upon it whatsoever. You actually just kept letting it go and going on vacations and everything. Now, I understand that Rav was very in a not good mental state, and you guys took him on vacations and shit, but that doesn't really excuse you guys trying to find a place to live and when you're offered money to get the fuck out. And when you keep getting asked, hey guys, how's the hunt going? How's the apartment hunts going? You can't really be devastated when they did all they could to be like, hey, you good? Like, you gonna find a new place to live yet? You gotta find a new place to live yet? Like, I just don't get that. I don't know how that's such a detrimental issue and that they were quote unquote homeless. Dude, you had multiple months to find a fucking place and you didn't. You were freeloading off of it. Let's just stop pretending that. When I was assaulted before when I was 17, I wasn't believed by my close friends, so being believed by them is the most precious thing I can ask for. I felt so relieved being able to know that people now knew why I wasn't acting like myself. I'm so thankful to be believed by so many despite me going on for too long about too many different things. My perspective was that if I talked about so many things that no one could say something like Lex made this up. See, this is the thing. If you stuck to the Dawn stuff, most people would still have a bit of an issue with like how you're interpreting it as a form of sexual assault, but nobody would be calling you like an outright liar. It would just be like, he said, she said, right? That's how it can be at the end of the day. The issue is that you started dragging in interpersonal issues with Supermega when they already handled what they can do at the time. Matt and Ryan are not horrible people. They did what they could at the time. Did they fuck up on some aspects? Yes, but it's not like they're horrible people that are out to destroy your life or make you feel like shit or do anything. Anything to make you feel like they weren't believing you. That's the issue, is that you added so much additional shit for no reason because how you portrayed it is like, oh, well, I wanted to make sure that I put all the information out there. If you focus on the Dawn shit, absolutely. But you went too far. You added too much. It muddied the water exponentially more than you just saying Matt and Ryan had him as an employee. They got rid of him. They didn't do it to my liking, but at least they got rid of him. That's exactly what happened. But you added so much extra shit. Their office is dirty. They used jokes about their dead friend that you are not allowed to use as a weapon. You absolute monster. And Leighton and fucking Ethan and Nick's Not Green all using that disgusts the shit out of me. It really does. But if you just focused on the allegation aspect instead of adding more onto it, more people wouldn't be dissecting the living shit out of it to the point where you have to unlist the video or block people on Twitter like you've been doing to me, Lerix, Destiny, Nicholas Diorio, a bunch of people. You blocked Nick before the allegations even came out. That's like the craziest part to me, is that you blocked some commentary channels before they even spoke, but before they even had an opportunity to look at your shit. That's the crazy part to me. So let's see here. Because too many things happened that I couldn't have even dreamt of making up rather than just being really vague about what happened. I'm doing that. Wait. In doing that, made my story hard to understand for many, giving people who had no reason to be charitable a reason to be outright disbelieve me. See, this is the thing. People were going to actually nitpick this no matter what. No matter what, they were going to nitpick this. Even if it was just the Dawn stuff, people were going to nitpick. Because allegations like these are taken seriously, and you need to hear both sides. The problem is that you and Nick and Ethan and Leighton added more shit that was unnecessary to try and take down Supermega. The reason I'm not being like super charitable to a lot of this shit is because how she was on stream with her boyfriend with a Supermega sub counter literally getting destroyed. And they were smoking weed, smoking shit. They were like, yeah, this is Supermega's over party and all this fucking bullshit. So I don't feel, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't feel, that they should extend charitability to you if you're going to go on a live stream after these allegations and say, well, it's not to like destroy Matt and Ryan, but do something that is celebrating destroying Matt and Ryan. And then you also added on top of that all the shit that you talked about. Dead friend, which is horrible that you did that in the first place. The state of the apartment, them kicking you out, poor communication. It was just poor communication on both ends, Lex. It wasn't them purposely being like, well, you got assaulted, so you need to get the fuck out of our house. That's not what happened. Based on the information that Matt has provided, that you have provided, cross-reference between the two, there is a story that lies in the middle where Matt and Ryan should have communicated to you better that they didn't want you living there anymore. And you should have been more forceful on it and say, when do you want us out? Because you keep texting us, but you kept ignoring it all the time. So both of you kind of fucked up in that part. But you, Lex, you, Rav, and others continue to stay there rent free. And then you bought a car and then went on vacation. You have to understand why their frustrations were there. That's why their frustrations were there. It wasn't because you were assaulted and one of their friends are being hit, but like, it's because you kept staying there rent-free for no reason. That's the issue. Let's see here. It also doesn't help that I had an individual around me who have made this worse for me by taking my trust in them for granted, by using it as a platform to say a lot of really not okay things while I was out seeing a movie. This is the thing, and I've seen some of the Twitter, some of the Twitch chats, and I've also seen other videos that have categorized that stuff. Gokinaru is a good example. Gokinaru, I've seen his video. It's a good short synopsis of everything. She was not okay with the Leighton stream. It's very apparent because Leighton took advantage of the allegations to air out dirty shit. But, and I swear to God, there's a massive but to that. They are good friends with Leighton. And Leighton was already talking mad shit about Supermega. And Lex was cool with Supermega up until Leighton was fired. How can you not see that as a potential correlation as to why you would put out a video like this? The Dawn stuff could have been its own thing, but the additional information, seeing that Leighton, your boyfriend, and Nick's Not Green are all friends with each other, and you are dating your boyfriend, who is all friends with them, what I genuinely think, and this might be like a crazy conspiracy theory on my end, and I know some other people have thought of this too. I've already stated it before, but I'm going to state it again. I actually believe that Lex had her moment, right? Debate whether or not it's SA or not. Personally, for me, I don't see it that way, but she can feel the way that she feels, right? Once Leighton was fired, and Leighton went to Lex, and then Lex said, well, they also tried to, like, kick me out after the whole Dawn thing, and blah, blah, blah. Leighton talked to her boyfriend and her and everybody. And during that time, and this is where me and Lerix, and I feel like a lot of people are on the same page, Leighton got in her ear and said, they actually treated you like shit, just like how they treated me like shit. You need to expose everything about this, everything about Supermega. And I genuinely believe that Leighton was in her ear more than she cares to admit. And he did that on purpose, and then she fell for it because, quote, in this fucking Discord, this description of her video, she is gullible. I don't think gullible is a defense when you're putting out SA allegations and allegations that people were shitty to you after you were assaulted. I don't think you could use gullible as an excuse there. I'm sorry. I don't think you can. I think you're crazy. She only disavowed Leighton's stream because he executed her points poor, but absolutely behind the scenes, all of them coming out with their stories as planned. Exactly. And she literally admitted that he took advantage of her in the description. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I genuinely believe that there was an op placed in the first place, but then she realized how bad the op was. I kind of see her potentially being like, fuck, this isn't what I wanted. Which is crazy. How do you not think this out just a little bit? How do you not think it out just a little bit? Like, hey, you know what? I shouldn't be saying all this additional shit because all these other people are in my ear. But we'll get to Nick. We'll get to the rest of them, just like we did last time, because we're going to revisit some of the Nick shit. Don't get me wrong. Lerix, do you want to call in, dude? I know we talked about it before. You're already in the Discord, so just join me in the live room. Hopefully it doesn't crash the stream. So let's keep reading. Would have never talked if I knew something like that would have happened because it has seriously made me regret saying anything despite the relief I felt prior. I generally didn't expect this to get as big as it did, and so this is also why I'm unlisting the video as well. I very rarely upload to this channel. Check the other uploads. I use it like a time capsule in place. I upload long messages like life updates to archive them. Have you seen her fucking videos? One of them is called I'm Horny, and it's 30 seconds long. Okay, dude. And still don't, to be honest, really know how the YouTube algorithm works. To know it would have blown up like it did. Okay, listen. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe that for a second. Her boyfriend is a semi-decent commentator YouTuber. She is friends with Nick Is Not Green, a very large YouTube channel, and other YouTubers around her. She hung out with Supermega the whole time. I don't believe... Sorry, Lex. I don't believe that for a second, that you didn't think that this wasn't going to blow up to a certain point. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a fucking second. I think that's an excuse. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think that's an excuse. I just don't buy that. I don't buy that you were friends with all these very large YouTubers and that you didn't know that the algorithm was going to pick up on something like that. Of course, the moment that you release something like that, people are going to go, oh shit, there's a large YouTube channel in drama. Everyone just starts running to it. Drama brings in a lot of views. I don't believe you. I'm sorry. I just don't. That's a crazy thing to try and use as an excuse. Let's see here. Really know how the YouTube algorithm works. To know it, I would have blown up like it did. Being more familiar with the site now, I would have left it without comments and unlisted it from the very beginning if I was more familiar with the website than what I was uploading before this. That's crazy. I linked this video to my smaller Twitter account, closer tied with Dawn versus all my social media, thinking that the people on my Twitter were pretty much the main people I would want to see it, maybe even less eyes. If you compare the views of my other videos, you can see why I thought this. That's a child's excuse. I didn't think it was going to get the traction that it did because all my other uploads didn't do well. What? It has a large YouTube channel's name in there. You titled it "My Experience with Don and Supermega," two people that the Supermega group. Well, the Supermega group was concerned what happened to Don after all the craziness, right? And then you also and Supermega. So of course, Supermega fans are gonna fucking click on that when they see and Supermega. Like I don't trust that for a fucking second here. I really don't. What's up, Lerix?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. You good?
All right, dude.
I don't.
So you're reading the description right now?
Yeah, I'm reading the description. So I read it yesterday, and I'm reading it today for the chat. Let me pull that up because I don't believe a lot of this shit. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Well, it's like the thing with Lex is that why should we believe anything she says when she's a proven liar? Like she has no leverage for anyone to believe her at this point when she lied in the same video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm coming from. Because it's like, how can I believe most of this stuff if there's certain things that she left out in her video? Like how Matt and Ryan said, you know, we're here to support you. All the text messages that were really cool during that time frame. And then randomly, she just starts getting mad at them again when Leighton gets fired.
Dude, and do you know what this is? This is more conspiratorial and not like based in 100% facts.
Of course,
but I view this as throwing Leighton under the bus and pointing the finger at someone when she's already been caught to be a fucking liar. So she lied, and now she's looking for an excuse to get out of this bullshit.
See that?
So she's pointing at Leighton and blaming it all on him.
See, I was thinking that like in the back of my head. And I'm just like, it makes sense because Leighton, I haven't seen, you know what's crazy? I haven't seen his stream yet. I only saw clips that made me immediately disapprove of it. I was like, this is retarded.
So bad.
I haven't seen it and I want to watch it because it's crap from what I heard. But all the clips I did see of Leighton, dude, that guy's crazy. Like he's insane.
Dude, he's nuts. Dude, do you realize how mentally ill you have to be? Do you see? I mean, you saw clips, but the amount of times he cried in that stream, only to be lying the whole time through his teeth, dude. What the fuck? How could you do that?
Some people
that's mental illness.
I was about to say some people are able to disguise it better where they're just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and they'll cry and shit, but they have like an ulterior motive. It's kind of like a sociopathy thing, you know what I mean? Where it's like, "Oh, you look on the surface that you're sad," but I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't think Leighton was that sad. I think Leighton was really happy that shit was going on. And on top of that, he lied about the gay joke stuff, which is crazy cuz he showed his cock and balls. Like
And then he had the audacity to even say, I don't know if you saw, I put this in my video, where he has a clip of saying that I'm not lying. I have no reason to lie.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I saw your video and we were gonna review it and shit, right? Like that, right? And I when I saw that, I was like, yep, he's fucked. He's so fucked. He's got nothing. Yeah. Let's see here.
Dude, it's actually unbelievable.
Where the hell was I? I was I don't believe this, you know? Like the breakdown of like not knowing it was going to blow up as big as it was and all this shit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second.
He's friends with Nick is not Greed. That's the biggest bullshit in the world, dude.
Her boyfriend sure has a smaller channel compared to Nick, but he has 35K subs, I believe, and like hundreds of thousands of views.
Wait, Ethan is online. He has 100K. He's 120K. Or
he has 120K. I thought he had like 35. Maybe that was his smaller channel. I don't know.
Dude, look at his channel. Ethan is online. That's
Yeah, let me double check here. Because I saw the Moist Critical video, and I was like, this is the most retarded channel. Yeah, he's 236. Hi. You're right. Did you see this video? Where he
no,
apparently,
I haven't checked out stuff.
Dude, apparently he called Critical like a conservative because he didn't like art or something. Like, these people are fucking plagued, dude.
It's unbelievable that she would say, I didn't think this would get as big as it is, when she has a 200K fucking boyfriend who made a stream celebrating their fucking downfall. She has a very close friend, Nick is not Green, who literally has a fucking band with Ethan is online and is very, very close friends by their own self-admission.
Did you see?
And he is 700K.
Do you see that they uploaded? You see them that they uploaded music like the day after Nick's not Green's video dropped? They dropped like an album or some shit. Like, come on. There's too many coincidences happening right now for it not to be that. There's too many coincidences for it not to be a gay op.
Dude, we gotta go in. I'm making, dude, my next video after I'm making a Fousey one, because of course Fousey.
Oh yeah, dude.
But we gotta go in on these fucking lefty dudes. I'm making a Nick is not Green. I'm looking back at his whole catalog, seeing what else he's lied about, because these guys are fucking horrible.
Did you know what he said about Sneeko? Were you around for that?
Yeah, dude, he fucking told his whole fan base to report him live. That's literally on YouTube's TOS.
Yeah, no, like I remember when I was working for the show, we covered that, and everyone unanimously was like, "Fuck, Nick is not green," and I never liked him from there. I hate Sneeko. I think Sneeko's a fucking loser. But reporting someone because you just don't like somebody, fuck off. You're soy as shit.
It's yeah, it's literally unbelievable. We gotta fuck these guys.
Oh yeah, no, that's the plan. You already got what's his name? Fucking Ryan Beard to leave. You already got him to leave. Bro, I told Willie he was leaving and he's like, oh man, who am I gonna argue with on Twitter now?
Dude, he fucking has false pedophile allegations too. I don't know if you saw that one tweet of his, but he literally said, "I didn't even know about this." He admitted this. Yeah, I accused someone of being a pedophile, but I'm sorry. It's like, yo, what?
How do you
wait?
How do these people make this?
Let's get past that.
But how many times can we allow these people?
Keemstar is never gonna ever live down the shit he did to that one. Remember, old guy, his false allegation.
Yeah, RS.
These people shouldn't either, and they condemn others. You know what I mean?
No, because what happens is they always try to like shit on Keem and shit on other people, and they're like, well, we're infallible. We've learned from our mistakes. No, they haven't. They don't make retractions. Here's an example. Tommy C. He covered the extreme dad stuff where Xander Hall and Vosh called this guy a pedophile and like ruined his life. It was proven to be false, and they didn't apologize to the guy at all, and they don't even like talk about it. I think one time Extreme Dad snuck onto his stream to get Vosh to apologize to him, and Vosh just didn't remember. He's like, "Oh, I called you a pedophile. I don't remember doing that." Like, these people are crazy.
This was who?
Extreme Dad. Like, Tommy uploaded a video on his channel. Vosh and Xander
Is Extreme Dad like a lefty commentator?
He was just a rando dude. He was like a random dude that they just called a pedophile publicly and ruined his life. Jesus. I'm pretty sure he lost his kid too. Like, his wife took his kid and shit.
What the fuck?
Dude, these leftist commentators are really a problem. Like, they are an actual fucking plague. And I'm not.
Oh yeah, and did you see Noah Samson fucking falsely accusing Chud of being a pedophile just a few weeks back?
Dude, that was during the height of the Supermega shit. I remember that. I lost my goddamn mind. I was like,
dude,
what?
These people are shameless. These people are so shameless. They don't give a fuck.
No.
And they're huge creators too. They get 700K. Dude, Nick is Not Green gets like 500K average views.
Yeah.
He's huge. Fucking huge. It's unbelievable.
I just don't get these people, especially people like Nick, where they will outwardly say, well, yeah, of course I'm going to cover my friend's essay and believe everything that she says with no research. And everyone's like, what? What the fuck did you say?
Dude, the literal quote of, this isn't like a normal online situation where I look at the facts and make a decision. When he's accusing someone of being a fucking rapist,
he called him a predator.
Incredible.
He called him a predator in the video.
He called him a predator. He called him a rapist in the video. He said Supermega covered up a rapist and kept him in the house. I mean, this guy is like, he has no remorse for any of this shit.
He doesn't. And that's like the craziest part of all of that is that Nick is not green. Every time he's fucked up, I think he maybe has like 3 fuck ups. The Sneeko stuff, this, and then I believe it's one other thing, but I don't remember. And he just keeps going. He keeps going. Like, it's just like, oh, go fuck yourself. I'm done.
And these lefty creators go on and on about responsible platforming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When Nick is Not Green goes on his fucking live channel, falsely tells his whole fucking fan base to go report Sneeko, and then accuses someone of rape with no basis. Your public channel of 700K subscribers isn't like the gossip table where you're talking with your friends when you're hanging out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You have unironic, like as soy as it sounds, you have a responsibility to not fucking falsely to accuse someone of being a rapist with no basis.
Exactly, because like an example is that we always say we're not in control of our audience, right? Like, we aren't. As content creators, we're not in control of our audience. But you, like you said, as soy as it sounds, have at least a minor responsibility to at least look into it if you're a commentator. Do
not
the bare minimum.
Accuse someone, you know what I mean?
Do the bare minimum. Just ask Matt and Ryan what happened, or Don.
He didn't, or even present them as fucking allegations. He presented them as fact that actually happened. He didn't say allegation at all.
Dude, that's the thing that blows my mind. Like, how haven't we learned from like Slazo, Quiet, any other big situations, right? Where it took the whole internet knew about the Quiet shit, and still, now to this day, shit like this still happens. Like, it blows my fucking mind. And I think Bo Blacks was like, it's because they don't share the same audience or whatever. The Quiet shit was huge. How doesn't anyone learn that? How doesn't anyone learn from the Slazo shit? And look at the Slazo shit. There was a gay op happening there, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and dude, this is like a tough thing that's like I've had to hard to grapple with what's morally correct or like what's ethically good when like platforming certain allegations or saying what you believe. Where I think it's fine if Nick is not green wanted to make a video saying, "Hey, you know what? These are allegations, but personally, I do kind of err on the side of believing Lex
That's
because
fine.
of this, and this reason."
Nobody would
That's
shit on
fine.
you. Nobody
But
would shit on you.
exactly. Exactly. And it would be perfectly fine on the other side if I went on my stream and said, "Hey, you know what? This sounds a little bit fishy. Also, this girl did lie in the same video, so I'm more erring on the side of Don." But these are allegations at the end of the day, and we don't know. That's the responsible way to cover this. But when you don't say allegation at all, when you just go 100% one side, you're fucked. Like that's insanity.
Well, it's just you perpetuating a narrative that you want to be real. And I
Yeah.
genuinely believe that Nick didn't think about it at all. He was just like, oh, my friend's in trouble? Fuck everything. I'm just going to scorch earth everybody. And the majority of his video, as you know, and everyone who's been covering this shit knows, the majority of it wasn't even about Lex. It was about Matt and Ryan and how they were, quote, horrible people. Like, fuck
16
off.
minutes of like 16 minutes of like the 32-minute video was talking about Lex's video, and the rest was reading random Reddit posts of them, random fucking fans shitting on them, talking about how they got punched in the face, making fun of how he got punched in the face in the boxing fight.
He called him a rape apologist. What
I
the
mean, dude.
fuck?
He's like, and it like he prefaces the video saying, "I innocently just want to the goal of this video is just to lift up the weak's voice, lift up Lex's voice, and make sure the victims are heard here." Meanwhile, 5 minutes fucking later, he's reading a Reddit post going over one of Matt's ex on how she was sad about a hookup she had with him.
Dude, it
Like,
wasn't
are you kidding
It
me?
wasn't even an ex. It was just some chick he fucked.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Dude, I didn't even go over the morgue pie shit in my video because that was its own clusterfuck. But that girl is like a complete
Dude, she's crazy.
bitch
I keep hearing
whore.
I keep hearing like different shit about Morgue Pie. Like the H3 crew knows about her. A bunch of people know about her. She's been in other situations before. She just seems like the typical BPD girl. You know what I mean? Where it's like, holy shit, you did one thing to me that is a minor inconvenience. I'm gonna ruin your life. Like,
I mean, like, these people to see that someone that you had a past hookup with or whatever the fuck is now getting shit on relentlessly online, and your first reaction is to go live and say, "Yeah, this guy actually is fucked up, you know? He didn't catch feelings when I catched feelings for him, and then he ghosted me." Like that's unbelievable.
Dude,
these people should be fucking.
But that's adult shit, Lerix. That's an adult thing. If you hook up with
Exactly.
somebody, you're probably not gonna get feelings for that person if it was a random hookup one time.
And if you saw in Matt's video, he even shows texts of him saying that, "Hey, you know what? I'm getting more serious of a girl now. I appreciate the time we had together, but I'm going to cut this off." Like, this guy was the most respectful you could be in your life.
Dude, he's done better than I have with hookups. Usually after a
Exactly,
hookup, I don't text the
dude.
girl. I was like, goodbye.
Exactly.
Just fucking
Fuck
went
that
away.
shit.
I was like, oh, well, we had some fun. See ya.
Yeah. And this responsibility that gets put on these fucking online people is incredible.
It really does. It's
But-
like actually
But
crazy.
you know, a couple people were bringing up this point too. It's Destiny specifically, I think, made a whole tweet about this, saying that
Yeah, I was going to
you
bring that
know,
up.
Supermega's catered to this audience that was so easily cancel him. Now, I'm not really familiar with fucking Supermega's content at all. I don't know if they've catered to this situation in the past,
So
but it is undoubtedly true that their fan base is soy as fuck. If you go to their
Yeah,
Reddit,
it's
these
soy.
people are horrible.
But this is the thing. Like, I used to watch Supermega, so I know, like, they're at least, like, the baseline of their history. And they also did a really good episode on Cold Ones, which a lot of the fans came over from Cold Ones. The Cold Ones fan base isn't, like, the soyest people ever. They still like edgy jokes. They still like all the crazy shit. Matt and Ryan were still edgy. But the people that they cultivated somehow became soy as shit. And that audience ate them alive. And
So they didn't do anything specifically,
No.
like to cater to that audience, really?
Not that I'm aware of, because how they've done things is always kind of like edgy. Like you even saw, like they show each other's cock and balls. They laugh at edgy jokes. They had Two Matt on and said some funny shit in their podcast. They don't do the whole like pretend not to be edgy but semi-edgy. You know what I mean?
They just seem like a whole bunch of like frat boys.
Yeah,
that's what they came across to me.
That's how they come across when you first watch them, and they're kind of like very emotionally open people. But that doesn't mean that your audience is going to be full of soys if you do that. You know what I mean? Look at Charlie. Charlie's audience isn't full of soys, but he's emotionally open to a lot of shit. So,
dude, yeah. Their problem was they were trying to be frat boys with a whole bunch of non-binary OnlyFans whores, and that's why they got all these allegations against them, dude. They try to be frat boys with some gay kid Leighton who's just a blatant liar. OnlyFans bitch, like it was set up for a disaster.
Oh yeah, no, it was set up from a disaster from the jump because the people around them. Like you just said, the people around them are the ones that were the biggest issue. They were the ones that fucking brought down the hammer. And the whole believe all victims crowd without any sort of evidence, they also contributed to like a complete nightmare situation. It was like a perfect storm of destroying their channel. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. Even when Destiny like broke it down, and he was like, technically they only have like 350,000 people like basically watching them. 50K active subs lost. That's a huge margin of people. Even though they have 1 million subs, most of those subs aren't active. So
well, because they get like 100, 200K per video. You know what I mean? So losing 50K is a big impact. You know?
It's massive and it's fucked. It's like actually, it's demoralizing to watch that happen. Let's see here.
I actually can't remember like a worse cancellation campaign that worked this well. You know what I mean?
I want to say the James Charles stuff back in the day, like with the Toddy Westbrook stuff. I think that was maybe one of the biggest ones. But yeah, James is also a monster, so like he ended up being a douchebag anyways. But the original
that's got to be the most comparable, yeah.
Yeah, the original stuff wasn't as concrete. Stuff later is like still up in the air. But like Toddy Westbrook maybe had the most comprehensive like destruction of someone's channel. Maybe EDP because YouTube stepped in and just destroyed him, nuked him.
Well, I mean, wait. Okay, I mean, unjust cancellation.
Yeah, unjust. That was just.
I think that was pretty just there.
It was totally just. The dude's still uploading after his fucking fake apology shit. He doesn't give a shit. Yeah. Let's see here. I want to keep reading this. Where was I? My intention was to get the message about Dawn immediately completed plus believed and talk about what happened after that. Unfortunately, led me to see him again, which was what led to a lot of interpersonal chaos that I learned wasn't necessary explaining in detail or even at all to be believed. Then why did you do it in the first place? Are you just that childish? Like that would be my first response to her. If I was a good friend of hers and she said I really kind of like fucked up adding all this additional info, I'd be like, then why did you do it in the first place? Why'd you do that? Because you wanted it to be comprehensive? You added unnecessary shit for no reason. You know what's the extent that she could have done? In my opinion, the extent that she could have done, sure, the Dawn stuff is like he said, she said, right? If she turned around and said, Matt and Ryan did everything that they could, they didn't do it as well as they should have, but regardless, it was handled. If she just said something like that, nobody would be eating this alive right now.
Dude, Chris, I know you've fallen out with a friend before. Like everyone has. You know what I mean? There's miscommunications you have with people. There's small problems, but then eventually you look back at the past and say, hey, you know what? This wasn't that big of a deal. I kind of fucked up here. You kind of fucked up there. And then you're all good with each other again.
I get
That's exactly what happened here. There was no huge shit like they were trying to aid her fucking abuser, trying to get them in a room together or try to fucking like do some weird shit. There was nothing huge here. It was completely normal falling out with a friend because of miscommunication.
That's really all it was. Like, that's really all it was. It's just a huge miscommunication, and a grown adult, a grown woman, can't articulate her thoughts to another group of people.
You know what's unbelievable? I think she's 28.
She's older than me.
I swear to God. I saw this. I think I heard her say it on Ethan's online stream. Then I saw another person on one of Supermega's Reddit posts mention it again. Dude, I'm pretty confident she's fucking 28.
Dude, she acts like
she's
19.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
I thought she was like 21 max.
Even at 21, I wasn't that fucking stupid. Like, I would at least be able to articulate my shit.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be an excuse either. I'm fucking 19, and I would still be caught in a whole bunch of bullshit if I did this shit. But she's even adding on 28 on top of everything else is... That's unbelievable.
That is crazy. Almost 20. She's almost 30 and can't communicate her thoughts.
She's pushing 30. That's Jesus, man.
But then she's almost 30, but proceeds to buy a brand new Jeep and go on vacations and still live in a place rent free, and then get mad when she's asked to leave.
Dude, there's bro,
What
there's
the
so
fuck?
much shit. Yeah, there's so much small interpersonal shit. I wish I would cover. I covered in my video that I had to look at while fucking researching, but it would just drag down the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
But if you go in depth on all these little details, this girl is a complete dipshit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like,
Thank you for the 5
The
gifted.
fact she didn't feel any like she stayed at this guy's Supermega's place for months rent free. And then she complained afterwards saying, well, you guys never told me that I had to move out. So I never felt a sense of urgency to move out or anything. Dude, that is such a fucking unironic self-report. Because if you're staying at someone's place rent free, if you're a normal good person, you feel guilty, right? Like you feel guilty that you're like mooching off of someone.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to get out there as soon as possible, get your own shit together. And if she doesn't feel that at all, I mean that tells you all it is. I mean,
Well,
it writes itself.
So I get where you're coming from, because that's what I did. I basically throughout like my early to mid 20s, I just couch surfed across like multiple states on different couches, like living in friends' houses, frat houses, different shit. Like when I wasn't really like, I didn't have a home really. I did the same thing that she did. But I would feel terrible for staying at their house. I would buy them groceries. I would clean up. I didn't complain about it. Don't have an issue with it. If they said I need this cleaned, I'd be like, done. Not even gonna argue
exactly,
with you.
because they're getting exactly.
They're
Because
giving
they're doing
you
a favor for you. That's the normal human response, you know.
But that's the crazy thing, is that she's like, well, they made us homeless. Bitch, they gave you multiple months. I kept saying, have you found a place yet? They even offered to help you find an apartment. They offered you money to find an apartment.
And then she makes a video saying they made her homeless. I mean, dude, after there's texts of them literally saying that, hey, we don't want to get in your hair any longer, we're gonna head out. And then she makes a video saying, you made me homeless. I mean, shameless. Completely shameless.
I get everyone's built different, but this is like a pathetic build. Like, if God's real, he fucked up this build. Holy shit. Let's see here. I want to keep reading this part detailed or to be believed. I've always seen online that many things can lead people to not believe victims, and I felt so scared about not being believed that I thought it was more believable to mention more things than less, and had I considered it would have been muddied the water instead. That is insane. How is you being kicked out of the Supermega house correlating to the Dawn shit at all? You made that connection personally. That's not what actually happened. There was no reason.
She brought
to
up on
have
how
that.
they didn't show up to her birthday party. Like she complained about not having enough people at her birthday party.
It's just an insane fucking situation. All right, hold on. This one is fun to me. If some things I've said in this edit wasn't a tell, I've been feeling very introspective lately, and this situation's aftermath has made it obvious I have a lot to learn about in general. Bitch, you are 28. You are 28.
Get your shit together, man.
I am a year younger than you, and I have my shit together way more than you. That's insane to me. These people make me feel better.
These are Twitter artists.
But that's the crazy thing. These Twitter artists, man. Like, I don't get how you could be 27 and not have, like, a small amount of, like, something figured out. You know what I mean? Like, something. Like, just a little bit. Like, you don't need to know life's fucking mysteries. You don't need to know what you're going to do and all that shit, right? But at least have, like, a plan if you're living at a friend's house for free. Find a new place to live in between.
I mean, yeah.
It's not
I mean,
hard.
27 years of experience. It's like you'd think you'd learn.
If a guy says, come into this closet after he kisses you, when you tell him about a horrible situation, maybe not go in the closet.
Oh my God. No, that gym thing, dude.
I'm not going to blame her for that because she was friends with him and shit, but, like, I still think that's weird. Think that's weird.
Wait. What do you mean?
What
do you mean? We need to have an argument about this, Chris.
Okay,
what do you mean you don't blame her for that?
So hold on. Let me articulate my thoughts correctly on this. So the situation being is that she told him about her assault, right? In quotations. He was like, how hard is it to get, a okay from a girl just to kiss them? And he asked her, and she said yes. And then he kissed her. That already was, like, kind of weird, in my opinion, on the guy to do that. Her her not backing off or shoving him off, kind of weird too. Then he's like, "Come with me to the closet." Like,
dude,
come on.
Here's the problem. Here's the core problem right now, though, that you got. You're believing Lex. Did you see Jim's responses?
Oh, I saw his responses.
Jim's response said that, to my knowledge, is that they were talking for a while. And in the midst of that talk, she did explain her story about how she was assaulted or whatever. And then they kept talking for a little bit, and it wasn't like as one-to-one black and white as I told this person's my assault, then they got turned on. They got fucking hard from hearing that I was assaulted,
not turned on.
And then tried to make out with me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It wasn't that black and white. What it sounds like, which is more realistic because this is more normal human behavior, is that they were talking. A big point in her life was getting assaulted recently, so she talked about it. He talked about his stuff. They kept talking for a little bit while. Then, I don't know, he was trying to make a move, and then he made out with her. And she says that Nick is not Green reported on this, saying that she didn't consent.
Yeah, no, that's insane that Nick said that.
How do you make out with someone and not consent unless you have a gun to your fucking head?
Unless the guy like is pinning you in the closet, you can't fucking get out. Like that's maybe like the extent of it.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's like you can not consent to a kiss and someone kisses you anyway. But to make out, that's a two-way street, dude. You know how the fuck does that happen?
You know what's crazy? Aiko brought up something that I didn't think about. I don't know if you thought about it too. She had a theory that she had a sheltered life with rich parents or guardians, but now that she's independent, she doesn't know what the fuck to do at all. I wouldn't be shocked if that was her life story. I wouldn't be shocked.
I mean, yeah.
That's not something that is like crazy out of the books, because people that are sheltered don't act like this. I mean, they act like this. People that actually have lived lives don't act like the way Lex acts. Not at all. But but the thing is, and this is my argument, you saw in her video where she's like, well, you know, I had a home to go back to and everything. And the first thing I thought of was like, why the fuck didn't you go home? If they were trying to kick you out, why didn't you just go home? Or go to a friend's house.
She was made homeless and had to like sleep in a car, miserable. Meanwhile, what is that car? It's like a fucking nice ass looking Jeep.
I think it was a 2017 or a 2018 Jeep. I think we matched the grill on it the last stream. And it was like a 2017, 2018. So that's not a cheap car.
Like these people, man.
I hate this shit so much because it's like, and Destiny pointed it out, and I know you feel it too. This is all high school level shit. This is like what high school kids would be doing. But now they have nukes in their hands where they'll drop like SA allegations and shit and like cancellation campaigns.
Yeah, I mean that's like the most accurate assessment of all of like this online discourse, whether it's the Kuwait situation, this bullshit. We see it every like month or now, so it is all high school shit. Yeah,
it's just so annoyed. It's so annoying. It's so annoying that it reaches this point where a channel gets taken down. They've worked their ass off. If you knew the story about Supermega and like how long it took them to get this channel off the ground and the fucking shit that they had to go through, it's like watching a child die through their eyes. Like, no wonder they don't feel like they can't continue anymore. Like, that's insane. These people put together a campaign to shit on Supermega because they just believed her right off the gate with no fucking well, Nick mostly, with no evidence whatsoever. And then Peethan and Leighton just start sucking each other's dicks on like, Supermega's going down, so now we have to talk about complete bullshit that doesn't matter to the situation.
These people need consequences, you know? Like when Lex, I was looking at their social blade, Lex, when she dropped her first video, they lost like 5K subs, maybe like 10K subs the first like day or so, and then the next day when Leighton dropped his stream. But then when Nick is Not Green made his video, they lost like 22,000 that day. Nick's all the these hitter. People, yeah, all these people need fucking consequences that they won't get. I mean, yeah, as I brought this up in Shud's chat earlier today. But the only thing we can hope for is that eventually they get some allegations thrown back at them. And now they have to deal with the same shit, and they have to suffer the same fate that they've now put onto Don, that they've now put onto Supermega. Because you have to believe not all victims, but believe all accusations. So
so how I look at it, right, is, and I forgot who said it best. I think I was talking to Shleepy, where we were talking about it in depth, and it's like, just collect how many times they fuck up from here on out, right? Like, you don't have to, like, completely put out a video, but, like, how many times they fuck up, collect it, and then at the end of the day, if they fuck up really bad again, there's just now this whole collective history that these individuals have fucked shit up on, and you can use that to kind of, like, show the audience that they are actually fucking deranged, or they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or they can't be a credible source. It's crazy that the majority of the Knicks Not Green fans believe that the original video was good. Like, can you, like, you saw the comments, right? Like, when it first came out, that shit was all positive. They were like, Matt is a rape apologist, and Matt, fucking Ryan's a piece of shit. He didn't support, or Lex's story is 100%. I was sitting there going, what the fuck? I did you watch the same video I did? Like,
yeah. I actually really wonder, what do you think the response would be if Nick is Not Green got accused of assault?
I think we would treat him. So this is the thing. I think we would treat him like we would treat anyone else. We need both sides of the situation. But
no. I don't mean we. I mean like his audience.
So I was about to say. So we would do that, but his audience would destroy him. He would lose thousands of subs. People would dislike bomb the video, all that shit, and he would feel demoralized because his own audience turned on him. His audience is the most, I want to say, zealous audience. The reason I say that is because during the Sneeko shit, they went out of their way to flag that video, like, and flag his channel, like, really fast. And after the Knicks Not Green video, Sneeko's gone. So he has a very active fan base. If he fucks up once, it's over. It's fucking over. His audience will destroy him.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably the more likely take, but I don't know. I just feel I just have no hope at this point. I just feel like it's still very possible, if allegations coming out against him, that for some reason the same consequences won't be done. I feel like certain people are keen to get canceled like this, like the Supermegas or something, but other people like Niggas Not Greens might not get the same amount
because
of
he has Hassan back. Because he has Hassan backing him up. That's why. He's got Hassan's audience. Hassan's audience, like, let's say Hassan disavows Nick because of an allegation that comes out. He's fucked after that. It's over. Like, it's fucking done.
Yeah.
But that has to be something that is significant for Hassan to do that.
Yeah, I think that would be the thing that would really take down Nick confidently, I would say, is that, let's say, like, Lex or Ethan is online, who are both good friends with Nick. If they made an allegation towards him, then he would probably be fucked by his own audience, you know?
I can see that. Let's continue here in general, but especially having better judgment for myself. And in that, I need to meet new people who won't take advantage of me, because I can be really gullible and think everyone has my best interest at heart, even in situations where I shouldn't. Lol. Okay, really
fuck this girl.
Really mature to add the lol part in there, where you're talking about being taken advantage of in the context of people using your story as a platform. Like, come on, you fucking dumb bitch.
She's completely trying to throw Leighton under the bus, not acknowledging that she herself has lied without any influence or anything. Leighton told his lies, but she also told her individual ones too. Bullshit. At 28, she was this gullible and got taken advantage of this much. Come on.
I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine, like, being around a group of people this quote unquote bad without at least some prompting that they did. So this is the thing, right? Maybe they prompt her on some things. Like, Leighton, like, hyped her up and kept saying, dude, you need to talk about all the Supermega shit, because they treated me like shit and they treated you like shit. So that's going to add more credibility to it. I can see that, but that's not an excuse for her doing it.
Here, no, that was my whole theory. That's what absolutely that happened. I mean, the timing is way too perfect.
Yeah.
Lex and Supermega made up after all of the shit they went through months ago. They were friends. They were planning cookouts. Suddenly, Leighton gets fired, and then everything changes. She cuts contact and doesn't like them anymore. That timing's way too perfect. So that's what I think Leighton definitely got in her ear and talked a whole bunch of shit and convinced her. But to not take any self-accountability in this statement and to pin it all on Leighton, like, yeah, I just shouldn't have trusted people, and I got manipulated, that they didn't have my best interest. Bullshit. This girl doesn't take any accountability.
Nope. And you know what's the craziest part is that we've gone through the post, and this is the part that chat's going to get pissed off about, because I got pissed. Didn't bring up an apology for saying anything about Matt and his friend passing away. Didn't say, sorry, I shouldn't have used that as a weapon, or at least brought that up in general. None of that's brought up. which is disgusting to me that she didn't apologize for that, in my opinion. The fact that she used his dead friend as like a weapon to be like, well, he used to also make fun of his dead friend. Bro, what? And you don't say shit about that? You don't say shit about you being in good communication with them throughout the entire time frame, but then Leighton gets fired and then magically you start being mad at them again? Like, come on. This is a non-apology. This is her saying, well, I added a lot of shit that was unnecessary. Okay, what is the shit that you added that was unnecessary? Be specific. Be specific.
And then not acknowledging the straight up lies that Matt proved in his video of how they didn't make her homeless, she left on her own accord, that she actually was allowed to get her stuff afterwards, even though she said that they didn't want her to. And then as well as not when she told them about her abuse story, that they didn't believe her. Matt showed all text proof of her blatantly lying out of her ass, doesn't address that at all, but instead pins it on someone else and points the finger. I mean, this girl is despicable.
I genuinely believe that she's not this dense. That's why when I saw the gullible thing, I was like, nope, this bitch knows what she's doing.
Hey guys, I've been really introspective lately, and I've been reflecting on my actions.
I'm just gullible.
Yeah, it was all this guy's fault. Doesn't take any actual introspection and realizes her own faults in the situation. No, it was all just this guy's fault. Oh, fuck you.
God, speaking of this guy, have you ever seen a more soy-filled human being in your goddamn life? Look at him. It looks like he was crying a half an hour before the stream even started.
Dude, he was crying within like the first fucking 2 minutes.
Oh, God.
I mean, like, come on, man.
We might not watch all of this. I haven't seen this yet because it's 3 hours, obviously. I don't want to sit you here for 3 hours, but this is fucking funny to me. This guy, I'm not joking when I say this, this guy ruined everything for Lex and Ethan and Nick. Like, he's the one that put the final nail in the coffin in the public's eyes, because the minute this stream came up, and I think you can agree, Lerix, the Supermega subreddit just came running in, and they were like, wait a minute, there's some stupid shit happening here. Leighton's a liar.
Yeah, that's when some of their own fans was just like, wait, hold on here, something's going on, because they use their own like soy lefty points of, he's trying to take away from the victim here. Mm-hmm. He's trying to make it about himself. So it was they still turned on them in a soy way, but at least they started to realize.
At least they woke up. Someone in chat goes, why does he look like I'm Alex? Listen, if this is gay, I'm Alex.
Wait, I'm Alex is gay.
What? I thought he wasn't gay.
No, he's yeah, he's bisexual.
Oh, he's just not.
Could you not tell?
No, I just thought he was flamboyant as shit.
No, that man is 100%.
I need to listen.
Bisexual cocksucker.
Bro, this entire stream is just full of fucking gold. Like, it really is.
It was the coolest day. You know,
can you hear it?
These guys connected with me.
All right, cool.
They told me all of my ideas were incredible. I felt like I fit in. You know,
dude, imagine crying that you lost a job because you were shitty at your job. And you reminisce and go, oh, well, they told me everything I did was amazing. But then a text gets shown by Matt that he was aware that he was shit at his job.
Him literally apologizing. Yeah, sorry, I've been so shit at my job. And then goes on stream saying, they were looking for any reason to fire me.
They were looking for any reason.
Dude, these people. And then how can you fake a cry that bad? Like, I mean, it's a talent. It's got to be a talent. You know what I mean?
It really has to be. It's the funniest shit ever to me.
Like, it was amazing. I was so fucking happy. It was like literally like I went home and told my boyfriend like
I'm sorry, I can't. I don't feel bad for him. For people that think that me and Lerix are dicks for laughing at this guy, fuck you. This is funny. Like, this whole stream.
That like I had this opportunity, and so like I began production. I started the Supermega Mart for them, and starting from then, it went from like once a week to every few days to every day. I was in the office. I went to the office every day. I was there before everybody. I was there after everybody.
Cool. You did a job.
Sounds like
What are you talking about? You did your job. Why do you have to add more to this? Why is there an additional bullshit level to this? I went in before everyone came in and after everybody left. Okay, you did a job. Congrats, bro. You had a regular job. That's incredible. It's like, come on, man.
I wasn't an employee. I was a contract artist. And I loved my fucking job. I loved what I got to do with those guys. Uh, I sorry, I'm so distracted. I love that. I did everything I wanted to do for them to show them that I loved that ability, that position, just the opportunity to be around them. So I cleaned the office constantly. I reorganized that place for them often. It's very messy there. This is before.
Notice how he adds that? It's very messy there. Like, think about that real quick. That piggybacks off of what Lex was saying. Yeah, the office is disgusting. Okay. Lerix, are you aware that there are multiple videos of their office? Everyone knows it's disgusting. The fans know it's disgusting. There's shit everywhere. There was a mayo jar that was rotted that was still in the office. There's a video proving that. Why is that like a shock? Why is that a point against them? Everyone knew that. Like, what's the difference, you motherfucker? Who cares?
Yo, wait,
Justin.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry, my shit crashed.
No,
All right.
you're good. You're good. I was bringing up where Leighton kind of like does the little slide where he's like, yeah, it was kind of gross in there. Pretending like not the fans didn't know that. Are you aware that at one point there was a video of them doing like a tour thing with Too Mad? This is before Too Mad got canceled and shit. That the place was disgusting. They had like rotted mayo and everything in the office. Everyone knew it was disgusting. So I don't get why Lex, Leighton, Ethan, and Nick are just like, well, it was a really gross place. Okay, who gives a shit? That's their office.
Wait, do you know what the funniest part is? Lex self-admitted that she took part in it in her video too. So it's like she was trying to point the finger when she did the same shit. She was saying, I was picking up maggot-infested pizza boxes. And then she said, when Supermega accused, because they made a text saying that, hey, you guys just were dirty around the place. And she said, well, even if I was dirty sometimes, it was only there for like a few days and only stacked onto the already there pile. So she like discreetly admitted that, even if I did do it, it was already dirty. Okay, bitch. So why are you complaining about it if you literally contributed to the problem?
That's
like
the part that
shameless.
blows my mind. Same thing as Leighton. I guarantee that some of the shit he left around too. I don't believe he was this fucking angel paragon of the office where it's like, oh, I cleaned up all the time. Bitch. If something's already disgusting, most humans keep contributing to how disgusting it is. Not a lot of people are like Mr. Clean level fucking living life.
Yeah, and as if he was we're supposed to believe a proven liar, first of all, that he was the only one at the whole job who was the clean one. I mean, bullshit,
I don't trust it for a fucking second.
This is while Justin was someone that worked remotely, so I had never met him before. So I don't know, like, I started to pick up things, in 2021, like, but I was such a huge fucking fan that, like, I could put aside ignorance.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Don't hire your fans. To Matt and Ryan, don't hire your fans. It's a terrible idea. Every time. I just don't get it.
Because I wanted to give them the opportunity, because I thought it was just ignorance, I come from the Midwest. I come from the St. Louis area where, like, like, I was called the F slur, like, my whole childhood. I saw racism everywhere.
Yes.
Like,
oh man, I was treated like shit where I grew up. Okay, were you treated like shit at the Supermega office? No, you showed your cock and balls to your friends, and you all made jokes against each other and said it was cool you made these jokes.
These things, like these allegations, it's so fucking funny. It's like they're a parody of themselves at this point. They turn into every bad thing that has happened to my life.
Yeah.
Back in 7th grade, I was called mean words by my friends. I was bullied. I was made fun of. We're talking about Supermega here. What the fuck are you going on about?
Yeah, like because he's trying to equate it to what they did to him, which they didn't do anything. They didn't treat him like shit. They treated him like anyone else in the office. If everyone could joke at each other and laugh at each other no matter what, that's how you know it's a very cohesive office, that everyone can have fun with each other no matter what. If you're a race, religion, sexual orientation, whatever, if you can make those jokes and everyone's cool with it, that's a pretty progressive office, even if they're making edgy jokes, in my opinion. Like, that's pretty awesome of them. Like, if you
and he took part in the same behavior,
That's the craziest part, is that he was cool with it, and now because he got fired, he's not cool with it. That's bitch made behavior.
I had friends growing up that I tolerated, even because they were just they said stupid shit, and I tolerated it, and I just put it aside. So, like, I think I did that for Matt and Ryan as well, but there are things that I never did tolerate. August.
It's like he's just reading out his like suicide diary or something. Like, he's like, okay, we have to talk. It's time for me to read.
Live suicide note watch.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Holy shit.
We could only hope.
2021 is whenever I joined Supermega officially. That was probably August 12th. I know it off the top of my head. Like literally, I don't have to look at anything. I know it. That was literally the greatest day of my life. I was so fucking happy. So the thing is though, is there's shit that happened on my first day of work that my stupid ass just like I put it behind me because I was so happy.
This is the issue that I have, right? If you already are a fan of these people, you know what their comedy is like. You know what they're like. How didn't you think about that? How didn't you think about that potentially?
Yeah, what?
Like, you were hired by these people. You're fans of these people. You know their jokes. You know their comedy. You know how they handle themselves and conduct themselves publicly. So what makes you think it's different privately? Is kind of like how I would look at it.
Oh, I applied to a job where these guys are edgy. Now, when they're edgy, now I'm fucking mad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Why are you surprised?
Yeah, why are you pissed? Why are you like, oh, on the first day, it was just crazy? Yeah, no shit. You're working for a bunch of dudes that live a frat lifestyle and run a YouTube channel. What more did you think was going to happen? Like, for them to be the ultimate progressive people? Like, shut the fuck up, man. And he lied about the Chuck E. Cheese joke. That's like the most annoying thing to me. Chuck E. Cheese's middle name is the N-word.
That's such a good clip,
That's
dude.
so funny, man. Pigeon with the 10. Back when I was 5 years old, I was called the N-word on the short bus and bullied constantly. So anyways, that's why I think I should be found not guilty for committing arson. Jesus Christ.
He's got a point, dude.
He's got a point. Holy fuck.
So the first thing that happened, fuck. Sorry, guys.
It's like he's talking about the way he's conducting himself, right? It comes across like they raped him, like they did some horrible shit to him. He's like, oh, okay, now we have to talk about this. I have to get this off my chest.
I mean, it just comes across so performative. Like, I think this whole live stream is just one big act. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every minute, he has to take a break and breathe because he's talking about how traumatically he was treated. It's all an act.
These people aren't adults, dude. They're fucking lizards. They're like not real people. I refuse to believe it. Somebody goes, they raped him emotionally in chat. Shut the fuck off.
As you can tell, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan like what I was gonna say right now. So I'm trying to like chronologically give it to you guys like in the best way.
I didn't plan it out, but he's typing. Plan it. That's bullshit. Look what he's typing. That looks like he has some talking points. Like, come on.
No, he literally had a bullet. He admits. I don't know why he said this. He has on his phone that he looks at constantly bullet points of everything he wants to go over here.
So he prepared. So he just lied, and he gets caught just by looking at his hand.
And he even says it verbatim, like earlier on in the stream. Like, I've seen this. He literally says it. Like, this guy, dude.
This dude's an idiot. This dude's a dumbass.
So let me just go up and hold on. Let me pull up my tweet about Supermega. Let's start with that.
Oh yeah, the great tweet about Supermega.
I was having a manic episode, staying at Ethan. Ethan is online, and Lex are literally like.
I was having a manic episode. That definitely already puts your credibility in a great spot. Look at Fuzi. His allegations that he killed Keemstar killed his dog or whatever. Like Dollar in the Woods was about his dog. That was all true. Fuzi wasn't manic. That's what actually happened. Like, come on, guys. Let's just be honest here.
You have no idea how much those two people mean. Like, I manically tweeted out something that I shouldn't have said. I talked about that a few weeks ago. I tried to kill myself. Those two were with me for 24 hours, basically, after that. And, like, the true amount of friendship that, like, Ethan, Lex, Jordan, Nick, like, I'm trying to think of, like, I'm probably going to forget other people, but, like, there's so many people that I've been introduced to in the past year that have truly shown me true friendship that I hadn't actually
coincidentally names every single person who's come out with their stories.
And completely forgets about all the other people that helped him out. Like, don't get me wrong here. If he did have an episode where he tried to take his own life and all that shit, I'm sympathetic to that. But you're adding this in when you're talking about a drama that you had no part in, other than you got fired.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. We gotta stop acting like, no, I'm not sympathetic at all. We gotta stop acting like we should be to random strangers. You know what I mean?
So this is the thing. I'm very sympathetic when it comes to people trying to, like, do that deed, right? Because I've had people in my life try to do that. So I'm sympathetic.
Yeah, it's horrible, but it's like in the context he's using it in.
Yeah, that's
how
where
already trying to ruin these guys' career. He's lying in the same stream,
and that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Fuck him in this context because you are adding this in while you're talking about a drama that has nothing to do with you realistically, and you're making it about yourself. You fucking goon.
Yeah, someone says mental health card. It literally is the mental health card.
It really is. Like it's like when Fuzi's like, I'm manic. I'll kiss this girl or like fucking crazy shit. He's like, I had sex with this girl at the airport. Like,
yeah.
So, right. Sorry. So, I was watching. I was at Ethan's house, and I saw what happened at Creator Clash, and I was already I don't know. I seeing those two fucking morons kiss. I was like, you guys are just trying to like, yeah, you kiss in content beforehand, but now I felt like trying to bait me. To try to
how? Because they kissed the Creator Clash that somehow was a sneak diss to you.
Is he trying to accuse them of queer baiting too?
Dude, this is the thing, is that Matt and Ryan have always kissed each other throughout their content. It's like a gag that they do. And they did it on Cold Ones. They kissed Chad and Max. Like, it's happened. That's not like a thing. Like, Leighton took that as an attack to him.
Schizophrenic. They kissed on their public fucking boxing boxing event that they've already been doing. Like, they've been kissing, doing memes like that for years now.
But it's a sneak
and
diss.
He takes that as a personal offense that it was directed towards him. This guy's a complete schizo. Where is his meds?
He needs that shit injected into his fucking bloodstream, dude.
Whatever he's diagnosed with right now isn't enough. He needs to go back to the psych ward.
Dude, he needs like an extra dose of his medication.
We're just trying to be fucking ignorant to queer, not even to bait me, I guess, but to queer bait like the world and like you know, it's like they kiss each other and then they can say the F slur.
Just queer bait everybody. It's not like a joke that two men have kissed each other. That's not queer baiting.
Dude, like, can you believe that all of this started with, yeah, Lex saying, yeah, I was sexually assaulted. Then this whole situation turns into, they were actually queer baiting the world, guys.
They were queer baiting
are you kidding me?
They were queer baiting everybody, guys. I don't think you understand. They don't actually like to kiss each other.
This went from, I was sexually assaulted, Supermega covered up my sexual assault, and also they didn't show up to my birthday party, and then now they're queer baiting us. Like, okay, dude.
It's just incredible.
And like do dumb stuff because then it's like you don't really know, like, you know, like I fool around, I've kissed a guy before, like I'm not the straightest person type shit. Dude, I can't get my fucking tweet to load. I'm fucking losing it right now, you guys.
I love the one guy in chat, a real gay op, because they kissed each other.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna scroll through my Twitter. I gotta find it. I'm trying to find my own tweet. So
what he's finding right now is a tweet that he made months ago. Oh, so you know the story, right?
I saw the tweets because Matt put those up where it was kind of like him like shitting on Supermega like early on.
Yeah, a few months ago, I think in April, he made a tweet first accusing them of being homophobic. Basically the same shit he's saying in this stream, but because he didn't have his allegations boosted and spearheaded off of Lex's, he didn't really have a platform to speak off of and jump off of and piggyback on.
Right.
So it didn't really get a positive response.
Of course.
But now he's just bringing up the same shit, but now that it's already been, while it's a dog pile on Supermega, now it's being shed to new light, and now people are taking it more seriously. I mean, it's so disingenuous.
No, it really is, because at the end of the day, he's just piggybacking. Shogun, thank you for the 5 direct dono. What's worse, queer baiting or suicide baiting? Jesus Christ. If I had to play the moral advocacy game, I think suicide baiting's worse than queer baiting.
I think it's queer baiting. Queer baiting's pretty bad, you know. I'm looking out for all the gays, little gays out there, little Leighton gay boys.
Yeah, we're all looking out for people like Leighton all the time. God damn it.
Being told to go kill myself for the past few months has been pretty tough.
You should.
Okay, so I
at this
tweeted out
point, yeah.
my stupid ass.
At this point, yeah.
A phony gay kiss
it happens,
Republican
it
funny,
happens.
and neither was/is all the homophobic shit said in private. I said that. That was my first message about Supermega.
That was my first message about Supermega, all the homophobic shit. And that was after I showed my cock and balls randomly during their podcast. Bro, shut the fuck up.
Then my next tweet, to follow that up, was Also, by the way, you guys, when Matt and Ryan fired me, they offered me 2 months severance in exchange for a contract and never thought about them.
Didn't they offer him $12K?
$12,000, dude.
Do you understand that's like quadruple what normal people get as severance packages? For my severance, when I quit my old job to work for the show, my boss gave me a little bit extra, and I'll just say it. He gave me $3K. He gave me $3K. He gave me a month and some extra, which is like really nice of him. In New York, you don't have to do that, really. He just did it out of the kindness of his own heart. And like, if I got $12K, I would never bitch about my boss ever for the rest of my life.
Dude, it wasn't even assigned in their contract.
Yeah.
They did it because they felt bad for him because he left in a like sour way, you know, because he wasn't performing well at his job and he had multiple mood swings around the office. They just felt bad for the situation. And even though it wasn't assigned that they had to do it, they still gave him fucking $12K, dude.
But that's crazy. Like, they went above and beyond and gave him $12,000. That's more than some people
That's what makes me
in a couple of months.
That's what makes me so black-pilled about this, is that someone like a Supermega who's gone so above and beyond in these situations with these people and handled it better than the average person, that they are still getting shit for this it's insane.
It just doesn't make sense to me. And they even offered Lex money, and then she was like, well, they're using it to silence me. And I'm like, huh? She's like, it was kind of like a weird thing, and I felt weird about taking the money because it felt like it had strings attached. They were just offering you money to move the fuck out.
Yeah, probably because you're staying at their place for months.
Dude, I said this last time. If I was in Matt and Ryan's shoes, I would have been 50 times more brutal about getting them the fuck out of my house. I'd been like, listen, you have a month to get the fuck out and find a place. Here's this money. Take it and get the fuck out.
That's the thing, dude. Do you know how pissed I would be if someone is frivolously spending their fucking money buying Jeeps, taking multiple vacations, going out of the state or country, doing this shit, and still is saying, you know, we haven't found out plans and we need to get some more money to move out. Like, are you kidding me? You just went on a fucking vacation and bought a Jeep.
Do you remember when she got offended that they were like, you're going on a lot of vacations lately? She's like, well, I took that as a slight. What? Bro, they're pointing out the fact that you keep saying we can't find a place, don't have the money, don't have this, I can't work on my OnlyFans, I'm not making a lot of money, but you're spending money on fucking cars and goddamn vacations, bitch.
Yeah, like the fact she's 28 too, like I would expect this from like a 22-year-old, you know, like this new like coming up of people, like these 22-year-old Twitter artists, but 28 just really puts more salt in the wound of how ridiculous it is. No, you don't think so?
No, because like even at like in their 20, because I look at this like if I was in her situation, right? But I can't be in her shoes necessarily because she's a Twitter fucking BPD artist, whatever, right? But like I just can't imagine being this. What's the word I'm looking for? This vulnerable to basic life tasks. Does that make sense? like it's just like how do you not have a plan for something like this? How do you sit back and go, you know what? I'm just going to keep doing all this shit and then keep letting the anxiety build about this other thing, even though I should focus on that. Like when my anxiety is up, I want to handle the thing that's really causing me an anxiety attack or an issue. I want that done before I do anything else.
Yeah, it really does like come across as someone who's like never moved out of their mom's place. They've been sheltered. They've never had to deal with like real world consequences or like independent shit, to not understand the ramifications of, hey, you know, if you're staying at someone's place, you're gonna have to get out soon. You're gonna have to do this, this, and this. Get your life together. Like pull yourself up. She just has no understanding.
You know what's crazy is I had a situation close to hers. It wasn't, you know, I'm not using this to like shit on my friend, right? I was staying at my friend's house for like, I want to say a month, and then him and his mom had a falling out. This is when I was in college, and she kicked me out. I had nowhere to live. I didn't bitch. I didn't say my friend's a horrible person. I still like his mom to this day. I was technically homeless for like 2 3 weeks, and then my other friend let me stay in his basement. I didn't try and talk shit about him. I still think he's one of my closest friends.
Yeah, because even though it is like an unfortunate thing that it's like that it happened, it's like at the end of the day though,
they let you stay at their house.
It's like if you're looking at the broad scheme of things, they did you like a favor. They took you in, they did this and that, and it was unfortunate how it ended, but it's like at the end of the day to go online and try to tear them down for this, it's like Jesus.
But that's like the craziest thing, because I've been in a situation like hers, and I completely did the opposite. And I look at what potentially could have happened if I went down the other road, and I'm like, thank God I was mature enough not to fucking do that, because that's stupid. It doesn't gain you anything. You lose friendships, everything goes off, you start making shit up, and then shit gets out of control. All your friends start to hate each other and hate you and hate the other person. What's the point?
Bro, do you know what's so true too? Do you know what's so true that I just thought of? Lex would have never made her fucking video if Supermega didn't have 1 million subscribers.
I kind of
If Supermega was just some 5K sub fucking channel, she would have never made her video.
No.
Bullshit. She would have made her whole allegation piece on a 5K sub YouTube channel,
like,
dude.
if at the maximum, she would have done the unlist video thing first, right? You know her excuse? She's like, well, I didn't think it was going to get this big. Bullshit. Just like you said, it's a 1 million sub channel. And that's what I was saying at the beginning. You made a video accusing a 1 million sub channel of covering up for SA and put the name of the channel in the title. You knew what the fuck you were doing. Like, just stop pretending that you didn't.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I fucking hate these people, dude.
And because I'm an artist and I live in LA and I need fucking money.
Oh, God.
I signed the goddamn.
I'm an artist and I live in LA. That's
the worst sentence possible.
Manic, artist, and lives in LA. 3 of the worst things that you could be in your 20s. Holy shit.
Contract. And was like, all right, there I go.
Oh,
like,
I just noticed that Pethan gifted him 10 gifted subs during this. I just noticed that. I just noticed that. I just noticed that.
You guys now know in perpetuity.
So strong and brave.
Like it's called
so brave. Pethan was cool. So think about that, right? If Lex and all of them were like really upset by Leighton's stream, I get it's only 10 minutes in, but like if they didn't want him to talk about all the other shit, why are they gifting him subs?
Well, yeah, okay, but to be 100%
to be fair,
I mean, they probably didn't realize this only 11 minutes in that it would get this much of a shit show.
But the thing is that he's been public about like, oh, they're homophobic, they're this, they're that, they're pieces of shit. Of course he was going to, at the end of the day, in my opinion, when he went live, I'm pretty sure there must have been something in the back of, like, let's say Ethan's head or something, or somebody, or Nick's head that was like, oh shit, he's about to say a bunch of shit that doesn't matter. That's the part I don't believe, that they didn't realize when he went live that he was not going to say something crazy. I don't believe that.
As soon as he started talking about in 8th grade, I was called the F slur. They knew. Oh fuck.
They were like, shit. Like, oh no.
Yeah. That if you can't say anything nice about them, you can't say anything at all. And I am so fucking terrified that these guys are gonna sue me because I can't afford to legally.
Wait, pause the video real quick. Someone brings up his $50,000 rent a month apartment must be saved. I mean, look at the place he's staying at. This looks like fucking luxury. You know what I mean?
It might be a studio or a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, it might not be that nice, but like, look at the getup he's got going here. You know, like this is a nice looking place.
Yeah, this is crazy. And then he's like, "Well, I didn't want them to sue me." Hey, asshole, you're breaking an NDA. It doesn't matter. You broke the NDA. You're gonna get sued if you say false shit.
Yeah, they're not gonna sue him just because of the public perception, but they should.
They should have, bro. I think I'm still under NDA with the show. I don't say anything unless it was something that I can say publicly. It's just what it is, because I know that there's nothing I have to say publicly, right? But if there was something that happened, I want to keep my mouth shut because there's no reason for me to get sued. Why do a live stream if you're that afraid? I don't think he was that afraid. I think he knew after the Lex stuff
that they had leverage.
Yeah,
because
I think he knew he had leverage. Thank you, Weird Collar Guy, for the 11-month. An hyperactive twink in LA, he could live easy. True. He's living his best. He's living his best life, dude.
And that's why I've been so fucking scared to talk about these guys. Like, brother, like I'm trying to like pay rent. Like I'm not trying to like get in a fucking lawsuit. I don't want drama. Like,
then why are you bringing it up?
So Basically,
Yeah.
I tweeted.
That's
in a
my
vague state.
response.
My last tweet was incredibly vague, and I honestly should have thought it out before posting it. Very true. I'm honestly terrified to talk about my experience. A lot of my experience.
Wait,
was not
pause it
positive.
real quick. That just really set into me. He's so disingenuous. Dude, he's making a whole stream accusing them of fucking all of this bullshit and saying, I don't want to get sued, guys. I just don't want all this drama. I don't want all these problems here. He's so full of shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you were that concerned about it, you wouldn't do this.
He knows what he's doing.
Like if
he
like
knows this.
Let's say hypothetically, let's play the game like in a parallel universe. Leighton just talks about the Lex shit, right? That probably would have been fine. He wouldn't have to cry and be concerned about adding more drama. He'd just be like, I believe Lex and whatever, even though you really shouldn't, right? He probably would have walked away scot-free. Instead, he had a manic episode on a live stream and accused Ryan of being transphobic when their partner doesn't have pronouns that fit.
Dude, you gotta go over that after. You gotta cover that.
I don't even remember the timestamp on this. I love that part. It's so funny.
At least look at his apology on Twitter.
Yeah. We gotta look that up. This is my favorite shit. I fucking quote tweeted that recently. You liked it. We both just.
Oh yeah, that's the best. Yeah, dude, that's the best part. Holy shit, it's so funny.
I was used as an excuse to make homophobic jokes with no consequences.
I didn't prepare reading a script. Okay, dude.
I felt pressure to go along with it because I wanted to be liked, even though I knew the jokes weren't acceptable. The day I realized things were beyond inappropriate, I tried to get a book signed for a young fan that attempted suicide. I'm losing my place. Because he was being bullied because he was gay. Instead of taking it serious, the kid was made fun of in front of me because the jokes weren't sure if he was. Basically, Matt and Ryan weren't sure if he was a fan or not. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure I read word for word. Numerous jokes were made, but the worst thing said was, "Sorry you tried to kill yourself. Here's a book." I broke down crying and explained that I had been in the same position as.
Oh, sweet God. They made a fucking edgy joke. Dude, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, come on.
This whole book story with like some Make-A-Wish kid or something is such a clusterfuck.
It's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
His age.
It's like they didn't even know that the kid who was asking who was about to like die of or no, he wanted to die, but
yeah.
He was getting bullied or he had some problem, you know, and Supermega didn't even know if he was a fan of Supermega or not. So he didn't. So they felt weird, like, hey, I'm gonna send you my book where we don't even know if you're a fan of me, but we're gonna look like we're doing it for good PR. It was just a whole weird clusterfuck situation. You know?
It's just kind of weird, but still, like, dude, why are you even bringing that up? What's the point?
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be about Lex. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
The jokes only stopped once I raised my voice, and all that was said was a simple, "I'm sorry." While my other boss, Ryan McGee.
Man, look how
He's a miserable looking fucker.
Look at the smile. He goes, my other boss, Ryan McGee, smiles and looks down at the phone. Bro, how did anyone watch this and think Leighton was in the right?
His face when he looks at the camera, Jesus.
He
dude.
looks psychopathic. He goes from crying to smiling with no tears in his eyes. Did you see that? He just looked at the camera. He's like, Ryan McGee. And then he just went back to this. That was scary.
His eyes are so red too, dude.
Bro.
Dude, get a screen. No, go back like 5 seconds. Get a screen cap of him looking at the camera.
And all that was said was a simple, "I'm sorry." While my other boss, Ryan McGee.
Look at him.
Oh!
Jesus.
That's so bad. I'm actually gonna screenshot that real quick. That's fucking great.
God damn.
I need this. I need this photo in my life. I need this because this is gonna be useful later.
Drugs.
Drugs, not even once. That's such a great photo, bro. I love that.
While my other boss walked out of the room without saying anything. I'm completely terrified talking about this publicly. My mental health hasn't been good in a good place in a long time. I was a massive fan for years, so joining the channel was a huge achievement for me. And on top of that, I've had such a positive experience with the fan base. Going public about this has been the scariest thing I've ever done. I really don't want to cancel anyone, and I don't want to create drama. I just want...
Bro. I'm gonna lose it. Dude, there's so much infuriating shit about this whole story, man.
But that's the thing. He's like, I don't want to cancel anybody, but attempted to cancel him for homophobia because they kissed each other during a boxing match. Are you fucking serious?
I don't want to cancel anybody. Dude, the irony of that statement after this stream, after that tweet, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
I love that. I don't know what a good caption is.
Yeah, the drugs. Dude, that
drugs. He's gonna block me. Dude, I swear to God, Lex is watching everything. Because she blocked me before she blocked you, which is like crazy. Because like me and Sleepy and a bunch of people were talking about it. You were talking about it on Twitter, but you didn't make a video. The minute you made a video, she blocked you. That's crazy.
No.
That's fucking crazy, dude. She's watching everything. Hi, Lex. I don't believe you.
I just feel it's incredibly important to stand up for the gay community and call it homophobia. I 100% stand by what I said. That, like, literally, I couldn't say it better. All of that is completely fucking true. Had I fucking known that that was the only thing I could say, like, no one really, like, it's, like, I couldn't say anymore because I was, at that point, Matt and Ryan had already had their attorney warn me that they will sue me 2 times. They've warned me twice now that they will fucking sue me.
Because you made baseless allegations before all this bullshit happened. No shit, they were trying to sue you.
I slander someone and tell blatant lies, and then I get threatened to be sued.
Oh my God, my
Wow.
life is over. Yeah, no shit. You made up lies.
By the way, I don't want drama. I don't want controversy. You know, I've already been threatened twice to be sued. Yet I'm gonna fire up a whole fucking stream.
My favorite thing is that he got caught getting drunk in like some kid's Twitter space and talk shit about them, but he's crying here that he might get sued. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You brought this onto yourself.
I helped them get the attorney that they have, and because of fucking Jackson. And so I know that they have the fucking real deal. Like, they have, like, their attorney is so good that, like, if the guy wants to, he can ruin my fucking life. And all they have to do is just tell him go for it. Because, you know, obviously the brother wants to get paid. So,
He's so,
that's what I said.
he's so manipulative.
Yeah.
He's so,
I made that
you
tweet.
know he's
I
not
was given-
threatened by this.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know he's not threatened. He's acting as if, dude, they could ruin my life right now. But he knows the public perception that they would never take him to court
No.
in this situation. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because
He's
like
so
you said,
fucking fake.
the public perception is at the end of the day, nobody's going to touch this guy. He basically was like, I can get away with what I want to say now because Lex already outed all this crazy shit. So now I can add my own situation to this.
Yeah,
which has
he knows he
no
has a whole
correlation.
shield. He has a complete protection shield around him, and he's acting as if I could get my life ruined for saying this. This guy is such a fucker.
I don't like people like this, where they mask who they really are, but use defensive shields like, oh, I'm manic, I'm gay, I'm this, I'm that. Dude, you're a human being. Bro, you're a human being. You can be criticized. I don't give a fuck. If you're trans, gay, fucking straight, I'll shit on you regardless if it's deserved. And you deserve it, Leighton. You did it to yourself. You can't
I was
use
called a
BP
homo in 7th grade.
Yeah, someone calling you a homo in 7th grade does not mean that you get to be mad at other people when they make jokes. If they are not being directly hateful to you, you have no reason to be mad. Sorry, I don't care. Like, that might be ignorant white people talk, but I don't give a shit.
So much love. I was given for maybe an hour. I felt so good and respected, and I felt like people were trusting me, and I felt like I did the right thing to come forward. But then Supermega tweeted. And then it went from me being proud of myself to me wanting to kill myself because I felt like I ruined my career by talking about what they did to me.
Good, because you
Because they
falsely
fucking lied.
accused them.
Yeah, you literally falsely accused them. You did that yourself.
You should feel shit. Yeah, you should feel like a fucking prick. You should feel bad for that.
Oh, God. He just needs to never be on Twitter. Like Jalen. Just never on Twitter ever again. Like, just stay off.
Because Matt Watson's a liar, and Ryan McGee's a liar, and Jim's a fucking liar.
It's kind of...
What a clip.
Bro,
What a clip,
that's
dude.
ironic as shit coming from him. That's ironic as fuck.
Jesus, man.
Dude, if irony was a person, this guy's the living embodiment of it. It's incredible.
There's so many clips, dude.
I love this.
Oh my
I love this
God.
live stream. We've only got 15 minutes in. I don't know how long we're gonna keep doing it. I just think it's funny we keep finding shit.
They're terrible people.
Yeah,
Fuck me,
dude,
those
so
guys.
much gold in just this first, like, fucking 15.
First 15 minutes and it's all gold.
They were really bad people to me. So, Supermega, the next thing is, they tweeted out, and they said, we are aware that our ex-employee, Leighton Stollard, has made a statement about us, accusing us of homophobia behind the scenes. We want to state unequivocally that no one at Supermega believes that certain people are better or worse based on their sexual orientation. From the beginning, we have always supported the LGBTQ+ community openly and will always continue to do so. Last month, we made the difficult decision to let Leighton go. We were surprised that Leighton chose such a broad brush to paint his past experience with our company. The jokes we made were playing along with Leighton's bits on the channel. And, sorry.
What bits were those? Showing your cock and balls? You gonna respond to that, Leighton?
I'm getting very overwhelmed.
Cheers,
Leighton, okay. In the videos and around the office, Leighton made sarcastic comments about his sexuality and made it a staple of his character. All the jokes we made were within the boundaries he set. We've had many meetings to discuss communication and feelings with Leighton, most notably 2 separate meetings within the last 6 months. Sorry, I just keep looking at chat to make sure that you guys can hear me. And
I don't believe that for a second. I think he's looking for validation. He's looking at people being like, I can't believe Matt and Ryan would do such a horrible thing to you.
I can't believe they did this to you.
Yeah, dude, that's what he's looking. I don't trust that for a second. He's like, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. You didn't do that in the beginning of the stream. You didn't check OBS to make sure that you're good. Come on, dude. Don't bullshit us.
Stay strong, Leighton. Stay brave.
Stay brave, Leighton. You're such a.
We're here for you. We're here with you.
Me and Lerix are very understanding to your situation.
that this is okay. Is my audio fine, everyone? Before I keep going, we can hear you. Okay, thank you. Where was I at? Okay, let me just start that one over. Sorry, I'm not gonna stop moving forward. I want to fully read Supermega's statement. We've had many meetings to discuss communication and feelings with Leighton, most notably 2 separate meetings within the last 6 months to make sure we were not crossing any boundaries and that he felt comfortable around the office. On both occasions, Leighton assured us that he had no problem with the jokes and that we were all on the same page in terms of the satirical nature of the bits. We stressed time and time again that if any joke ever made him feel uncomfortable, we would, of course, stop making them and apologize. As well as professionally, we also reached out to Leighton privately many times through his employment at Supermega and received the same response. He didn't mind. Wait, is there an ad?
Oh,
He's running ads.
No. So Twitch does automatic ads, right? So they like force ads on people. Like on YouTube, you could choose to like put an ad in now, but Twitch, no matter what,
but he didn't shut them off.
Yeah,
he didn't shut them off. That's so funny.
I didn't know you could turn off ads on Twitch. I thought that was like mandatory that you have to have ads on Twitch because he's not on YouTube. He's streaming on Twitch. So
no, I'm not familiar, but I saw Chud react to this, and Chud was like, dude, you could just click this switch, and you could turn off ads here.
I didn't know that. That's fucking funny. That's funny as shit.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, is that
Bro was
is that
running a monetized stream.
Oh, is that an ad? Is that an ad? Oh, God damn it.
Of course he did,
Sorry,
dude. Of
I'm
course.
That's funny.
But I'll really do. I don't want to try to seem like I'm trying to monetize anything. Okay, so
Why? Wait, I don't want to look like I'm monetizing anything. Got 10 gifted subs, multiple follows, bits are being donated. Like, you could have deactivated all that shit before going live.
Dude, people were in the chat of his saying, dude, I have 5 ads. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, even so some people in the chat, even with them disabled, Twitch will make them pop up for non-subscribed viewers. Yeah, I was aware of that, but it's still just funny to me that like he couldn't you could disable gifted subs, you could disable bits, you could disable all that shit. There's a way to do it. If he just did that, I wouldn't like be shitting on the whole ad thing very much.
It's just a funny meme.
Yeah, it's just a good meme. It's a good meme. It's a good meme.
they said that they had reached out to me many times through his employment at Supermega and received the same response. He didn't mind and insisted it was all in good fun. He never said he was uncomfortable with the humor or asked us to lay off. We take any issues our employees have with the company seriously. We care about the people who work for us. We always want them to feel comfortable. Leighton also tweeted about a situation in which we supposedly laughed and wouldn't sign a book for a young victim of suicide attempt. I never said they wouldn't sign it. This is a distorted retelling of what actually happened. A person close to Leighton asked him if we could sign a copy of our book to give a young person who had attempted suicide after being bullied for their sexuality. We of course agreed. We each signed our names and wanted to add a personal note, so we inquired further. It turned out that the person was not familiar with Supermega in the slightest. I didn't say that. Leighton claimed in his tweet that the person was a young fan, but we were told that they did not know who we were, but watched YouTube in general. We raised concern about the appropriateness of sending merchandise of our channel to someone in that situation, skeptical that it would come across as vain or self-insertive. These concerns were
exactly.
Yeah,
that's such
really...
a genuine concern, you know, because then it just looks like your PR, like you're just sending your book and trying to get all the social credit of, yeah, guys, I sent my book to a suicidal fan. We're such good people.
But like, imagine if one of us did that, right, in this community. If there was like a random dude on Twitter that's like, oh, I'm gonna end it all or something. You're just like, yeah, I have a book or some merch. I'll just send it to you.
Here's a book.
Yeah, I don't even.
Here's a book. Hopefully you don't kill yourself.
Do you know who I am? No. Okay, here's some merch.
Yeah. Don't kill yourself, man. It's bad.
Yeah, don't kill yourself, dude. Jesus Christ.
Situation instead of legitimate worries. We had a long conversation with Leighton to resolve any miscommunications, and we still offered to sign the book for him. Any misplaced feelings were set aside, and we resolved the issue with a hug. Those who know us know that we have a history with suicide and take it very seriously.
Yes, they do. their best friend died. Ryan found him dead in the house. It's almost like they are super conscientious on people's suicide. That's insane.
Nothing about this adds up, you know.
No, it doesn't.
Day goes by. Not a day goes by where the gravity of that situation doesn't weigh on us, and we encourage anyone dealing with suicidal thoughts to seek professional help and reach out to loved ones. You are not alone. We admit that we are two immature dudes who can be sophomoric when it comes to comedy. However, we have never used humor to mask actual bigotry. While we have been irresponsible with the style of humor, there is never any hatred in our hearts. And stemming from someone's sexuality, race, gender identity, etc., we always try our best to make sure that the people around us feel comfortable. We'd like to end this by extending a public apology to Leighton for any of the times he has felt uncomfortable with our jokes. We felt
And
that this was
they
important to us.
even apologize.
Bro,
the fact that these people are getting shit is so horrible, dude.
I just don't get it. Like, they apologized to him early, and he's still mad about it. They apologized to him and said, if you felt that way, we're really sorry. We did have a lot of communication with you about it, and we kept asking you if everything was okay, and you kept saying okay, and we just kept running with the bits.
They just want blood. These people, like, literally, they just want blood, dude.
I think Leighton, out of everybody, wants blood. I think Leighton, out of everybody, has the largest quote-unquote motive for blood, and I think Lex, she had motive for blood, but not to the level that Leighton does, because Leighton's insane. I think Lex
Leighton's
is just
vindictive, like 100%, dude.
I think Lex is just retarded. I think she's just retarded. Leighton, on the other hand, is definitely a malicious actor. I can say that unequivocally, that Leighton is definitely a malicious actor. Let's see here.
We ask that nobody harass Leighton. We wish him the best moving forward.
That was nice of them to not add don't harass him.
Yeah, just they did unnecessary shit above and beyond, man.
And he's still mad.
Okay, let me just address the sorry, let me just let's go. I a while back I broke down like their tweet, so like for myself, and so like let me just break down their tweet for you guys real quick, and then I'll tell the rest of my super mega story chronologically. I'm reading chat right now a little bit. I'm seeing questions about other.
I kind of want to skip to something. I want to see the fucking section. I want to see what he talks about. Ryan's
I wish there was
girlfriend. Hold on, I could definitely find it. Let's see here. Matt. Oh no, not Matt. Ryan.
Just say type in misgender.
Yeah. Oh, misgender. That's right. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite clip. That was so unnecessary.
Ryan can be when it comes to character, and that is because.
Oh wait, okay, go back like 10 seconds.
Yeah. We gotta at least go back. Here we go.
About Daniel killing himself, but I put it away and I let it slide somewhat because I was like, maybe that's how they handle this trauma, is they have to joke about it.
Then why are you bringing it up, asshole?
I always knew the racism was wrong. Anytime it happened, I called it out. I told them it was fucking ignorant. I told them their N-word jokes were dumb. They would laugh it off. They didn't care. In my eyes, I feel that they just got better at hiding their racist jokes from me because they knew that I would be the buzzkill to not go along with it.
Yeah, because you suck. You can't joke about anything now?
Chuck E. Cheese's middle name.
Chuck E. Cheese's middle name is the N-word.
Dude. And he was like crying as he said, "We got to pull up that clip."
Oh god, yeah, no, that's my favorite clip outside of this one.
I will say this is a trigger warning right now. This is probably the last big thing that I'm going to say because I don't know if this is out there. But
okay, trigger
warning for misgendering.
Yeah.
Dude, these people, bro.
Dude, think about this. I'm going to give you a trigger warning, and I don't know if this is public or not yet. Why in the fuck are you bringing it up then if it's not public? If it's something that you have no idea what the fuck's going on and the public doesn't know, why are you bringing that part up?
Dude, I'm pretty sure he didn't give a trigger warning for talking about the suicide for the friend. But he gives us a trigger warning for fucking misgendering.
I just can't believe that he said that. Like, yeah, you know, trigger warning about like suicide stories or anything like that. But no, we're not going to do that. Misgendered. Misgendered.
My God, dude.
Thank you for the 5. I can't pronounce your name. Welcome to the chat. If I have to hear power dynamic involving YouTuber allegations, this dude is gonna have to send me a book. What the fuck?
It's so important to me because it
Chris.
proves.
Oh God, what's Smaggle?
I just have to say something really quickly. I just want everyone to know in this chat that we all love the Jews in here. We all love the Jews.
I can't kick it from this. God damn it, Smaggle! Smaggle! God damn it!
How terrible a person.
I love. Every time I'm going over something important, the motherfucker calls in and says some retarded shit.
It's blatant Jewish?
No! Not that I know of.
So that was just a random. Okay, good one.
Good
If
one,
I have to
Smaggle.
hear
Good
power
one.
dynamic involving
fucking
YouTuber
asshole.
allegations, this dude's gonna have to
Ryan
send
can
me
be
a book.
when it comes to character, and that is because Ryan McGee openly
Look at him taking that breath. He's like getting ready to say it. He's like, well, I have to tell you something,
Bro.
chat. Ryan McGee openly misgenders somebody.
and can be when it comes to character, and that is because Ryan McGee openly misgenders a trans person in his life that he cares very much about behind their back.
Oh my God, they are the worst people ever. Torch
Dude,
them.
he cries about it in the next minute.
No, I
He,
know,
like,
but like,
it's so bad.
but think about that, Lerix. Imagine if somebody like in our community started crying because it was like, oh, you misgendered somebody. What? I don't call Chris Chan a woman. I straight up still say he's a man. If you got a problem with that, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, these people, man.
These people are sad. And you know what's insane is that finding out later that Leighton had no idea about their pronouns. He just assumed that Ryan was just misgendering.
No,
on
wait,
purpose.
let the clip pull out. We'll pull up the apology.
Oh yeah, the apology's my favorite.
I can't tell you how many times I would hear Ryan McGee say, "I'm gonna go home to my boyfriend," or "I'm gonna go fuck this guy." Matt would make the jokes too. This
looks
partner
so proud of
is
this.
such a sweet person. I didn't know them well. I don't think they ever liked me.
Wait, pause it. Dude, wait. Did you just see that? Did you just see that? This is manic insanity. He just said, this person was such a sweet person. I didn't know them that well. Those two sentences just came right after each other. I'm gonna lose my mind. Dude. I'm gonna lose my mind. This person, it's so clear they're just using this as a tool, as they're swinging this shit as a weapon. They're using this person as a weapon, even though they didn't know them. But he's trying to make the story as juicy as possible. Like Ryan's partner was such a good person.
But did you notice their cadence? Did you notice their cadence had changed, like their voice inflection where they were talking about it? Hold on, I want you to hear this, like specifically. No. Like you got to pay attention to his voice changing when he starts talking about the misgendering shit. Just watch it change where he brings up that Ryan's a bad person. You could hear him get like a little excited when he says it. Just listen.
Because Ryan McGee openly misgenders a trans person in his life that he cares very much about behind their back. I can't tell you how many times I would hear Ryan McGee say, "I'm gonna go home to my boyfriend."
Do you hear that? Did you hear that? That's him.
Dude, he's having fun, man.
He's having a little fun there where he's like, instead of him being incredibly emotional like he was in the beginning, now it's like because he's shitting on them, he's like, well, Ryan McGee would always say, I'm going to go fuck my boyfriend. And
this is how he processes his trauma, dude. He's just laughing about it. That's the only way he could cope. He either laughs or cries, man.
Yeah, but
because it's such a horrible
But
situation.
he gives shit to Matt and Ryan, potentially making jokes about their friend who passed away.
Yeah, literally.
And
yeah.
none of these people know.
Or, I'm going to go fuck this guy. Matt would make the jokes too.
Matt would make the jokes too. Fuck you, dude. This is so obvious.
This partner is such a sweet person. I didn't know them well. I don't think they ever liked me.
Dude,
so we just
how the
Did you hear
how
that
does
part?
that even...
They didn't even like... I don't think they liked me. The partner didn't like Leighton.
Dude, this is crazy. He's fucking used. It's just so obvious that this person is ammunition to him.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they are. It's just another fucking bullet. He doesn't give a fuck about them. And he's just trying to make it look as great as possible in the packaging. They were a sweet person, and they were a victim of misgendering. Even though he just says, I didn't even know them.
And they didn't like me.
Bro.
And they didn't like me.
This is the most transparent shit ever.
It's crazy that some people believed it initially, and then everyone was like, wait a minute. They rewatched it. He deleted it, made the apology, and everyone's like, wait a minute.
close. But it broke my fucking heart because I would see this person and I knew they didn't know that the person that they, like, literally their fucking partner is misgendering them all the fucking time.
That's not for you to be upset for them. Even if that was the case, right? Let's play the hypothetical game. Like, even if that was the case, that Ryan was, like, being a total misgendering douchebag to their partner, that's not for you to be upset with. That's for the partner to be upset with. And if they found out and they broke up, that's what it is. But you shouldn't get offended for someone else Unless they are openly doing it on purpose, you shouldn't give a shit. And you didn't even know them.
It just especially has no business.
It's not his
being in this
business.
live stream. Yeah.
It's not his business, but he makes it his business to tell everybody.
Because it's another bullet for him, you know?
Exactly.
That's all it is.
It's another bullet point for him to shit talk. Hold on, wait a sec. My roommate left the door open. Where's the cat? Yep, call me. Get back inside. You little fucker. My roommate left the door open and my cat tried to escape. Nice.
Get
literally,
on.
like,
Yeah, I had to fucking run after him. He almost went down the stairs.
it makes me so fucking mad to see just blatant transphobia come from those fuckers, and then they turn around and are like, we are so accepting of things. It's fucking wrong.
Oh my god, you're such a fucking asshole. It's so transparent.
It makes me so mad to see blatant transphobia. Meanwhile, he misgenders the same person he's calling out someone for misgendering, dude. It's unbelievable.
It's incredible that this person thought that they were doing the right thing.
And it's gross. And then I found out a few months ago that Ryan sexts fans. One of those screenshots came out today.
What is that? What is that? What is that? It's like 180. Wait, what?
So it's him basically. So there was always a rumor that Ryan was like sexting fans, right? And he even admits to it in the video, right?
Who cares?
But like I said the same thing. Who cares? That's not your thing to do.
Sexting fans is base, dude. Okay, sexting fans is a good thing.
That gets fucking messy, dude.
No, okay, unironically though, the take is you can fucking have a relationship with one of your fans. It's a fine way to meet someone. It's probably not ideal, but it only becomes a problem if you start like taking advantage of the situation, like any relationship.
Or if they're a minor.
Start abusing the power. Okay, good one, dude.
You can't do
but
that.
If you start acknowledging like and trying to use your leverage of them being a fan of you and to manipulate them or like take advantage of them, then it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
But dude, inherently, this whole fan fucking bullshit is dumb.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
I kind of agree with that to a certain point. I believe that you really shouldn't be doing that, but you're right.
It's probably not smart, but
the thing
inherently
is like,
it's not wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not wrong. Like you see what happened with PewDiePie and Marcy. Marcy was a fan of his, and they fell in love, got married, and now they're having a fucking kid.
Literally, and that's the dream, you know.
Yeah. But like this is just funny that this dude is offended for their partner and then randomly drops. Well, he's also sexting fans. How does that correlate to the misgendering?
Yeah, that
part?
one dude, that left turn was crazy, dude.
I
just one point to the next.
Like I get he's trying to like show how bad Ryan is. He's like, oh well, Ryan sex fans, he's a piece of shit. Like he's trying to build this narrative, but he's doing it in the worst fucking way possible. He's doing it like shit. And even then, if he even articulated his points well, people would still be like, dude, this is retarded. Like what's wrong with you?
Yeah, wait. Should we look at the apology now though? I think he sums up
the
trans thing now.
I gotta find it. I think I had it.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, what's up, Matt?
Hey, I heard you guys were supporting Jews on the stream. I just want to say I admire
Get
your
the
acceptance
fuck-
of the Jewish community.
Get the fuck out!
Have a great
Get the fuck out! What is with these retards calling in right now?
Wait. Quick, just side tangent, 2 seconds, dude. Unironically, I've never heard a Jew joke in my life until Kanye. And I feel like ever since Kanye, dude, I've heard so many Jew
What are you
jokes.
talking-
I don't know if it's just
Dude,
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's that phenomena of when you learn a word, like when you find out a new word, you just start seeing it everywhere. I don't know if it's that type of thing, but dude, I just never heard a Jew joke before Kanye.
You're crazy. You haven't watched enough comedians, old television, old movies.
I guess not, yeah. Or just as a kid, I never got the jokes.
Or you never had a Jewish friend. I have a friend who's incredibly Jewish, and me and him make Jewish jokes all the time. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I probably just didn't notice it because I never got the memes behind it.
Oh, they're funny jokes. They're good. They're good jokes. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, Mango's in here somewhere. Leighton. During my stream, I told a story of how I felt my ex-bosses misgender someone behind their back at the office. I had no idea that this person identifies as gender fluid. I was also unaware that they use he/she/they/it pronouns. That's too many pronouns. No offense to the person, but fucking hell, dude.
Imagine calling someone an
I
it,
could.
dude.
I can't. I personally, it's like whatever. Like I'm one of those people that are like whatever, live your life, but like don't Don't force me to do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Like,
I'm gonna go fuck this bitch.
I'll call.
I'm gonna go fuck it.
I'll call you a they or whatever. But if you start throwing like zers and zims at me, I'm like, oh wait, hold on, back the fuck up. Like, hold on, back up just a little bit.
It's just gave me a blowjob. It just gave me head. Like, that's like, what, dude?
It just sounds like you're a possession at that point. It wasn't my place to assume someone's gender and pronouns, but you did it anyways, retard. I should have checked with this person before I spoke to easily clarify their feelings. You're so stupid, bro.
I mean, this is such a colossal fuck up for these people.
Massive.
Like, this is nothing for us because it's just like funny to laugh at these
retards.
yeah. But for this leftist Twitter artist bullshit community, this is a massive fuck up. He just accused someone of misgendering someone, which he said was a really big deal that he even gave a fucking trigger warning for, and then just self-admits that he never even checked their pronouns before accusing them. He just assumed that they were a guy or a girl. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's the issue. And in that community, that's a death sentence for you.
Yeah, literally.
That's a death sentence off the bat because you're fucking up what your shit is, right? Like, your ideology. You fucked up your ideology within 5 seconds and have to make an apology. Everybody that you've built up as support, you get destroyed.
Yeah.
Fucking shut up, Spondyle. His pronouns are they, them. I don't know. I don't even care. Like, it's just funny that this dude tried the moral grandstand about misgendering, but they misgendered that person. Like, it's just funny.
Leighton should be referred to as it.
I will call Leighton an it. I'll call him a slug. You know, he's kind of just like this disgusting creature. The most important thing is that there is zero excuse for anyone to try to find this person and direct any harassment towards them. I told that story as an example of how I witnessed people at the Plex talk about other queer people, and I purposely didn't say this person's name to protect their identity. I'm also
What a weird obfuscation.
It's
like,
so
now
weird.
It's saying like, don't harass this person. Who is harassing this person?
Nobody.
Why would they harass her? If anything, they would harass Ryan. What a weird, just like deflection from the actual, like, what?
Yeah, no, like that's the so the thing is that the Supermega fans are incredibly devoted. Like, have you seen Bo Black's comment section?
No.
It's fucked. They hate Bo Black's for like everything, and I think yeah, they hate him so much. Hold on, I'm just checking to see if the stream died because OBS just turned red. I think we're good. I think we're okay, but they hate him like full-heartedly because all he did was read the allegations out, and he didn't do exactly what the fans wanted. So naturally, the fans went and just started harassing the fuck out of Bo Blacks. So of course, that he is afraid that these people are going to try and find the girl, and I get that. But at the same time, you're the one who told the story, retard. You're the one that put the target out there. That's your fault. Why'd you bring it up? You could have talked about your own experience, not someone else's.
I hear you. I just don't understand why they would ever go after her. Like, maybe I can understand Bo Black's a little because they have a reason, because they're like, wait, why are you just being like neutral and impartial? You should take my side. I can get that part, why they would shit on him for that, but I just don't understand at all how they would go after Ryan's partner. She literally said nothing.
Yeah, and she wasn't even involved in the drama. She was her being dragged into it, Matt's ex-girlfriend being dragged into it. People that aren't even involved in the drama were dragged into it unnecessarily. To the point where they had to address this shit. And like, all that stuff is behind the scenes between that person and their partner. That's not for you to out. Unless a crime was committed, maybe out that, but there wasn't. It was just you assumed that they were misgendering, got mad at that on that person's behalf, and then outed it to the world. You fucking asshole.
Yeah.
God damn it. I fucking hate this guy. All right, hold on. We need, what's the one? Oh, what was the other one again? Holy shit. There's another amazing
Chuck E.
clip.
Cheese.
Oh, yeah, the Chuck E. Cheese one. Okay, that's not working.
Just look up Chuck, right?
Yeah.
You looked up cocky cheese.
Oops. I love this. I love this so much. This whole clip is what made me die laughing.
You guys all know the secrets of Supermega. So here's the thing. When you join Supermega, you get told that Chuck E. Cheese has a middle name. They just threw that out there. They go, hey Leighton, what do you think Chuck E. Cheese? Oh, they said sorry. The way it first started was oh my god, my mom's calling me.
He's telling you, dude, shut the fuck up,
You
dude.
should-
You're embarrassing the fuck out of
You
yourself.
should not have said that your mom's calling you. Your mom's probably calling you to stop you. Like,
Get the fuck off screen.
get the fuck out of here.
These guys go. Leighton gets to find out what Chuck E. Cheese's middle name is. Finally, they were really excited. Matt and Ryan were. They were really fucking excited to talk about this. And then it becomes this game of like, because you know, like Jackson's around and like everyone was in the office. Every Super Mega member knows this Chuck E. Cheese thing. They all know it. Every fucking one of them. Every one of them. They know about Chuck E. Cheese's middle name. And they're like, oh, keep guessing. And like, you know, like, I dropped the F slur because I'm like, is it the F slur? And they're like, no, like keep trying. And like, it was so juvenile.
I
that finally
dropped
it
the
comes
F
to me
slur.
where-
Can he not say? Oh, to be fair, he's on Twitch.
Yeah,
never
he's on
mind.
Twitch.
I was like,
You can't say that, right? But like, this is the funniest thing. They have like this inside joke where Chuck E. Cheese's middle name is the worst thing, and you can't even say it. He's like, "Oh, well, you're close. It's not really what it is." How did you pick that up as like a potential joke? That there's nothing really there. It was literally just
Dude,
like a word that you could say.
I even think he's right now about to admit that he just says the N-word out loud,
Yeah.
which is like social suicide for his side of things. Wait, let's see. If I'm remembering right, he should say
And I'm
that.
like, is it the N-word? And by that I mean I literally said that I personally, because I grew up around like constantly.
He
seeing
said
fucking
it.
racism and this-
Wait, he just admitted he said the N-I-G double gut her, dude. He just admitted he just said
Hold
it.
on. I love his immediate
He just slides
deflection.
past that.
No,
yeah,
no.
and then he tries to like
He tries-
justify it, saying like, "Oh, but it was okay because I just grew up in a really like conservative upbringing."
A lot of racism.
Like, are you kidding me,
A lot
dude?
of racism happened around me, so the N-word is just something I'm used to saying. Come on.
By that I mean I literally said that I personally, because I grew up around like
What?
constantly seeing fucking racism in the St. Louis area and shit, like I don't like to use that word. I'm not trying to like.
Then why did you say it?
Yeah, wait, and that's supposed to be justification? Dude, these people they're just retarded. They're not only malicious, they're just retarded.
I love these people so much. They're
Like it's this where he's trying to morally grandstand.
He's just
that they
let's
were
just say,
talking about the N-word.
Let's just
He
say
then
he's moral
admits-
fagging. Let's just be serious here.
Dude, he's fucking moral fagging about this shit, about them saying the N-word with a joke, and then right after he says, "Oh yeah, but I said it anyway." Then with the misgender shit, he says, "You know, this person was such a sweet person, but I didn't really know them anyway." And also, he's calling out someone for misgendering when he did the same thing in the same clip. This guy, yeah, he's just a retard, like A class.
It's just funny.
like, you know, fucking proper and shit. But like, the N-word is not my thing. I don't use it. I think it's fucking stupid when people use it. Louis C.K., like any stand-up that does it. You know, if you try to make it funny, try to take the word back, it's dumb.
Oh, you're retarded. This guy's a lost cause. This guy's a lost.
And he literally just said it in context
To a joke.
But this guy, bro.
I love.
And Leighton he just said himself. Dude.
I love him.
It's
So,
bad.
I love him so much. Okay, so this is the one thing I didn't see is the Rav stream, and I saw you shout this guy out. Have you seen this clip where he talks about Rav's stream? Apparently
haven't at all, no.
Rav also fucked up somewhere. All right, hold on.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from this Rav guy. I only know him from Lex's video talking about it.
Okay, let me see here. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, such you might experience buffering. All right, all right, it just corrected itself.
As nice of dog, came forward, talking about her experience with Dawn in Supermega. She posted a 2+ hour video. That sounds like a lot. I know that may sound like.
Why do these people all sound miserable?
They just
like, why do they just sound so fucking suicidal?
because this guy he was the guy that they took on vacations and shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Nice, Larry.
Why is everyone in this story fucking suicidal though? Lex admitted to being fucking Leighton, this motherfucker, everyone.
His
It's
mom
just
was calling to
pathetic.
confirm
It-
that Chuck E.
I'm not gonna say
Cheese's
pathetic.
middle
Let me
name
take
was
that
in fact
back.
the N-word.
It's more on the lines. It's more on the lines of just these people have no life experience whatsoever. So everything is like literally the worst of the worst. Like anything can go wrong. Everything goes wrong all the time. You know what I mean? So they don't know how to handle it. So their immediate thoughts go to that. They go to a dark place instead of trying to work through it. You know what I mean?
It's me when I tell you that not a single moment is wasted. She goes off like a machine gun.
Not a single moment is wasted in Lex's video. Mind you,
Wait, did he just say that?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes, he said that.
What?
He said not a single moment was wasted in Lex's video. Isn't that a little crazy? Isn't that a little crazy to say?
Meanwhile, when we actually look at Lex's video, what does she say? oh, when I had my birthday party, not a lot of people showed up. But then when Justin's birthday party happened, a lot of more people showed up.
It's just pathetic. It's
Are you
it's
kidding
all
me?
high school shit.
With the precision of a sniper rifle.
With
So
the precision of a sniper
Bro,
rifle.
I'm gonna walk off. I can't listen. There's so much. Every person is so infuriating to listen to.
You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. I just wanted to get your thoughts on this realistically, because like
No, I'm just
it's just
saying.
it's
like,
just
this is
funny.
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable that these people say this shit.
much that
the precision of a sniper.
to be clued in on the situation as best as you can.
Wasn't very precise. She
Lex
blew
stepped
everyone off,
forward,
but sure.
It's a great
I
start.
stepped forward to provide validity to Lex's account as someone who was there. I was there throughout most of it.
Oh, are we going to talk about the homeless thing, or are we going to talk about the Dawn thing? I wonder where this is going to go.
You apparently deleted the stream. Do you know why?
I don't know. That's why this is the only video I could find that has Rav shit. Like, I'm surprised that this guy got it.
Let's go.
Yeah, by the way, this dude is goated as fuck for restreaming this.
He covered the Ethan is online too, which got me a whole bunch of clips. So
Yeah.
he's good archive.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking great. The only clip I saw of the Ethan stream is the one that I quote tweeted like I want to say like a month ago almost, where they were smoking weed and Ethan was like, "You should watch the Nick's Not Green video. It was actually amazing." You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, "You fucking scumbag piece of shit."
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really destroying her for a very long time. So I'm very glad to see that this is finally something that hopefully we'll all be able to move past. I don't want to linger on anything that could be perceived as drama farming. I'm a person.
Come on, bro. He doesn't want to linger on anything that is drama farming.
What does he mean? I hope this is something we can all move past. What? This was 2 years ago, and everything is getting brought up by your team.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
But he doesn't want to drama farm.
It's like every second in these people's fucking that they speak, every second, there's some bullshit wrong.
You can find something in all of these. That's like the craziest part. If this
Every
was
sentence,
so,
dude.
like, imagine if this was like a cohesive story and there was evidence and proof and all this shit. Nobody would be picking this apart as much. But the problem is that there were so many open-ended questions and open-ended situations that were unnecessary. Now it's easy for everyone to rip this shit apart because all of these people fucked up somewhere. The only people, and I might sound biased saying this, but to be honest, like with Matt and Ryan, they were at least upfront with a lot of shit. And they were just like, yeah, like this happened. Here's text evidence. They let you pause. They showed it on screen longer. Lex just put it to the camera and it was like all wonky looking and shit. And she would read it off and then put it towards the camera. It wasn't enough to like see the screenshots, in my opinion. And everyone else is just recounting bullshit events.
Matt was actually too generous in his video personally, but also what he did say in his video too is that, at the end of the day, the problem was here miscommunication and we both made mistakes here, but to not act like it wasn't a two-way road is just absurd. Like this was a two-way falling out to this miscommunication. That's at the end of the day what it was.
Yeah.
To see that and to think that that's not the most reasonable stance in this whole situation is just absurd to me.
I really believe that they're all like the majority of these people are just fucking children. They're just fucking children.
Despite being 28.
Yeah, despite being in their 20s, they're a bunch of fucking high school kids.
I need to step up to. I know that for some of you guys, this is entertainment. This is showmanship. These are my friends. And
Right, shut up.
I want to approach it.
Well, this gay hat as well, bro.
Let's go.
Okay, I like this guy.
This will be the first part here is going to be the only part that can be constituted as T. If any of you are in here who are not my regular viewers.
Wait a minute. He used T unironically. I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
Wait, what's T mean?
You know when people are like, "Oh, here's the T," like the fucking T channel shit.
Oh.
I think he just said that you would constitute this as T. Shut the fuck up.
I thought he was talking about trans people.
No, he's talking about like the fucking like how people in drama call it drama. They call it T.
Hoping to clip champ something interesting. You're not gonna get that from me. I'm sorry. You're just not gonna get that. I don't think so. So y'all can just scram. However, I do have a lot of things I want to
You're
say.
not gonna be able to clip chip me. Okay.
Later on in the stream, specifically to the Supermega fans. I hope the Supermega fans stick around, and maybe some content creators and aspiring content creators. All right,
We're here. We're watching.
Here's
This is great. I love this.
the part that I would like to get out of the way first. It is address Matt and Ryan's response. Matt made a response videotape, as did Ryan. I've watched both of them. I would like to extend my gratitude to both of them for owning up to the damage that they dealt, to the hurt that they dealt to Lex, in the way that they handled and mishandled things.
Which they did own up to not handling it as well as they could, but they did everything they could in the moment. The guy was from another country and had nowhere to live, and they were like, we need to get him out of the house, and they did that. What more did they need to do? What more damage did they really do?
Bro, this whole thing with Don, there's just so much to talk about. Like, Chris, if you're in a situation where you have two friends, right? You have Don, who's a friend, and you have Lex, who's a friend. And if Lex is telling you, hey, your other friend, Don, sexually assaulted me, you're obviously not just going to immediately go, oh my god, that is so horrible, queen. Let me just fucking, like, cut contact completely from this guy who I've already friends with just as much as you. No, of course you're going to say, hey, I'm going to go talk to Don about this. Let's see both sides here. Let's see what's going on. What's the real story? Like, it's absurd to expect him to immediately cut contact with this guy based off of your word when he's friends with both people here.
And that was the thing that blew my mind is when she was like, I didn't like how they asked me questions. It's like, of course they're going to ask questions. They're friends with this guy. And there's a situation happening with their employee. Do you think that they're just not going to ask a fucking question? What happened? How could we figure out what's going on? What exactly happened so that we can determine what is going on? And she's like, well, I didn't like how they asked me questions. What?
Like, dude, it's just like the most normal human behavior gets blown up as like shitty, immoral, unethical shit online. It's like if like a real investigator looked at some of this bullshit, he would throw it out immediately. Like, all of this is just retarded.
It's aggravating to a degree. And it's just like, why? Why do you think it's bad to ask questions? I don't trust people that don't like questions being asked of them, because the police are going to ask questions if they went to the fucking police. Like, no shit.
As far as some of the things that Matt said,
Lex was mulling the chat and getting blown the fuck out. Okay, that sounds pretty funny. Sadly,
I have to address, just to clear a few things up. One of the things that Matt said is that they never wanted to cover this thing up. They never wanted to cover up. This was never a cover up. There was no intentions. There were no actions to cover things up. I'm gonna give Matt a charitable view here, and
I'm sure.
I assume that he just didn't really think through what he said when he said that, because cover-ups are not cover-ups have, like, they take different forms and shapes, right?
Oh my god.
He's calling it a cover-up. Did you catch that?
I mean, well, let's see what he said. What is he gonna say? You know, how? Like, literally, how is he calling it? Does he have? I doubt he's gonna show any texts, any proof at all. He's just gonna say bullshit.
It's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
Like, FBI, like,
Jesus
Christ. Right? Like, keeping it from public. Sometimes a cover-up is just silence.
That's no, it's not.
Bro, wait. What am I listening to?
Hold on. Let's see. The FBI, they kept it public, sometimes a cover-up. Wait, keeping it from the... Does he compare this to the FBI doing a cover-up? No way, bro.
Dude.
No way. He compared this to the FBI.
No wonder this is deleted, bro. Like, holy shit.
Oh, I love this shit.
It's just silence.
That's no, it's not. No.
They didn't let him go on honest terms. They didn't really explain to him why they let go of him. His name was still present in their YouTube video descriptions for a long time afterwards. And furthermore, they brought Kelly, Foolish Kia, back on as their artist, ostensibly requesting that she matches Dawn's old style for their thumbnails. That is a cover-up too.
Yeah, because they want the minimum amount of impact on the content.
What?
I just don't get this. Hold on.
Wait, it's a cover-up. It's a cover-up because they hired a new artist. They liked Don's artwork that they did for the channel.
Right.
And of course, if they liked a certain product that someone brought to him, if they're going to have to fire him for whatever reason, they're going to want to bring in a new person who can match the similar style that they want. What the fuck? Dude, these people. How? It's every sentence is wrong.
I love that. It's a cover up because they hired a different artist. That's fucking stupid, bro.
Your thumbnails. That is a cover up too.
Yeah, because they want the minimum amount of impact on the content, obviously.
She would have never agreed to.
Jesus Christ.
Right? I don't want to linger on this point too much. I just wanted to expound upon the idea of cover up. I think the problem here was the complacency, the silence, the cowardice. All of that played in the cover up.
Okay, you've got to really show that it's a cover up.
Address it as such.
He's not going to.
From what I took away from his video.
Evidence?
The next
Evidence? Source?
I got a couple bullet points. Not too many, don't worry.
Ooh.
All of these people have bullet points, but none of them go anywhere. Every time. They prepare some sort of like bullshit statement.
And what does he want? What does he
Our
want
interactions with
Supermega
Matt.
to do?
So as some of you,
I guess what he wants. So remember when Nick's Not Green was like, oh well, Matt put out a tweet and it wasn't enough. Like he criticized the tweet in of itself, saying I'm going to make a response soon. These people wanted like full blown flogging. They wanted them to hit themselves on the back with a flog and just destroy their lives. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted.
He's saying in order for Supermega to not cover it up, he's alluding that they should have they should have made a public statement saying Don sexually assaulted this person, or not this person because they wanted to keep the information like confidential, that it wasn't Lex because she didn't come out with her own story. But they wanted them to say, hey, Don sexually assaulted a person, so that's why we got wrong with him, even though they don't have any evidence. So what? Like, these people don't understand how to responsibly run their platform at all, despite lecturing everyone else on how to do it.
So this is
it's absurd.
So this is the thing, right? At one point, I'm pretty sure Lex said that, like, to Matt, that I don't, I just want this to end. I don't want it to be public or whatever. But then she got mad that they never made a public statement about them. Isn't that kind of crazy?
I mean,
like, isn't that kind of crazy? But the thing is that in their world, right, on the leftist Twitter artists and content creator side, they would get mad if they came out with that story for her. They'd be like, why are you telling a victim story?
Dude, that's the crazy part, Chris. There's no winning.
No.
There's no winning. I'm just left speechless.
Yeah, there's no winning. Because at any point, no matter what you do, you're always going to be wrong in their eyes.
It's blood. They just want blood.
Exactly.
I mean, if you've seen Matt's video, Matt had made the claim that he didn't quite understand why Lex and I... He didn't quite understand how Lex and I could still be upset if we were sending each other pretty, like, okay, friendly messages, right? Since last year until now, there's been a few.
Bro, this whole like soft boy act he's doing is like some of the most wretched shit I've ever seen, man. I hate people who act this pathetic and sniveling. It's so gay.
So some people might see those text messages and be like, man, why were Lex and Rav so friendly with Matt when he had, according to them, we were scared. Did them so dirty, right? The reality is we tried to address the matter with them time and time again. And it was very difficult for us, especially when we got robbed on our way to Seattle.
Oh my god.
Multiple times.
I just don't get this. They went on trips multiple times. On our way to Seattle, my god, multiple times. Bro, this is like retarded. Like, this is retarded.
I'm so curious what defense he's about to give.
Yeah,
like
somehow
I'm
Lex
so
is
not
curious.
a snake bitch.
I'm so curious.
Multiple times, constantly getting robbed.
And half of my album. But, among other things, it wasn't just that. It was also our medication, I'm pretty sure Lex is open about her ADHD. She's very...
Oh, my fucking God. ADHD. We've gone from BPD to ADHD. Gaming Witch for $300. Jesus Christ, girl. What the fuck? Thank you. I'm here to give you a virus.
Oh, yeah.
Your choice of which one. Computer virus, STDs, a head cold, a flu, etc. Your pick. I don't know. I'm just going to give everybody a virus, apparently.
Your choice of which
That's
one.
so base. Let's go.
Base as fuck.
STDs,
Thank you so much.
Cold, the flu, etc. Your pick.
That was unnecessary that you did that, but thank you, girl. I appreciate it.
ADHD and really requires
Oh my god.
her medicine to be able to operate at her full extent.
Wait, I see the writing on the wall. Is he about to blame her mental illness for being cordial with them, and that she was in a vulnerable state, and that's why she was acting fake towards them?
That's what's happening here.
Dude.
They're using the mental health as a shield, bro.
I need a gun. I need a gun. I need a gun, Chris. I'm gonna commit horrible Horrible crimes.
I'm like borderline on like doing horrible shit. I'm like borderline. It's like aggravating the fuck out of me now. Now I'm starting to see what you're saying, that we have to walk away.
Bro, I honestly think my whole time, like I've like covering this dumb bullshit for like since 2020 maybe, there's been no more infuriating shit. Like, this is the most infuriating story I can remember.
Dude, this is like when Daft Pina said his surgeries where his, like, ribs were sticking into him, and that's why he made up lies and slander about fucking LS Mark. I don't know if you remember that drama. He was like, oh, well, you know, I felt like I was a terrible person because I was constantly in pain. So that's why I was a dick to everybody. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, you can't use that as a defense, you fucking dumbass.
For me, I am on antidepressants, and the antidepressant I'm on,
God,
I'm prescribed the highest dosage of it.
Oh, sweet God! Now we're on the antidepressants.
From the highest dosage to 0 overnight, and I was suffering in the throes of withdrawals for quite a bit. And during that time is when some of those messages also were taking place, when I was trying to message Matt and Ryan and conciliate, try to get them to talk to us in person. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to try to be an adult about things whilst it felt like my mind was in such absolute disarray. We kept trying over and over again, and whenever we tried to open up about it,
this guy's so pathetic and sniveling. It's so wretched.
I like this guy. I like this guy a lot.
It would seem like they wouldn't fuck with us either.
The way
They
he's
were getting
talking.
blacklisted. Whether Matt and Ryan were
Oh my God, he used the word blacklisted. We felt like we were blacklisted. Dude, what were you blacklisted for? Living in their house too fucking long and being like, hey, you guys might need to find a new place to live.
The blackball, the commentary blackball.
I'd never say blackball to me ever again. Never say that fucking phrase, dude. Anyone that uses that phrase unironically needs to be shot. I'm not joking. You need to be lined up against a fucking wall.
Let's go.
I hate people that use that shit. And you know who I'm talking about.
Everyone's covering Maddox versus Wang. Where are you?
I have no idea what Maddox versus Wang is. I'll talk about it tomorrow if it's important.
There's a purpose or understanding of what they were doing is besides the point. That's what the effect was. A lot of people stopped fucking with us. I know this because a lot of them have since reached out over the last few days, apologizing or essentially ostracizing us. This is also, of course...
Who are these people that reached out and essentially ostracized you guys? Who are they? Why is there cloak and dagger shit going on? Why aren't you just being forthcoming with it? Who was the ones that did that? Because I don't think they treated you like shit. I think they let you live there for a very long fucking time. And you just took advantage of it.
Breaking news. 2 YouTubers commit local
Thank you for
war
the 10.
crimes against the public after learning a
God.
schizo used mental health as a shield. One cop YouTuber even being quoted to saying, "This is a real sniper shot."
Yeah, okay.
The whole cover-up thing. But my point about the duplicitous nature, we noticed that whenever we did that, it would push them and everyone else away. And whenever we had just chit-chat and conversations about anything else, suddenly they pulled us back in. They rewarded us being agreeable. And they would punish us, whether they understood this or not, if we were stirring trouble.
They would punish us. How would they... Lerix, what did they punish them with? Free housing? How is that punishing?
I don't even know what this... what was that sentence he just said? I'm trying to just wrap my head around it. They would reward us if we were agreeable, and they would punish us if we were stirring trouble. Yeah, wait, no shit. Wait, what does that even mean?
I don't
If they
fucking
disagree
know.
with you, they're going to disagree. And if they agree with you, then they're going to be like more on your good side. Like if they happen to agree, it's just so vague. I don't know what that means.
It from what I'm gathering, right? They were when Supermega wanted to talk to them, or like Matt and Ryan or the team wanted to talk to them about like basic shit and not the other stuff. They would talk to them, but when it came to the housing and everything and asking them to go, they weren't super friendly with them. So that was their form of punishment. They weren't as friendly as they should be during the time that they were telling them to find a place to live.
Dude, it's like you just can't pay me to care about this.
No.
Like, the fact that this is like being put as allegations online,
It's crazy.
is absurd.
And it ruined a channel. It ruined two guys' life work.
Insane.
Think about that. This retard shit that we can easily pick apart ruined two people's baby. Like their actual creative outlet ruined it forever.
And then he just fucking used Lex's ADHD, which I don't know how the fuck that's related.
How is ADHD
to being a shield that she didn't actually know what she was doing at the time when she was being friendly with them at the same time. So as she was saying, "I love you, Matt, happy birthday," as she was planning cookouts with him after apparently they've done all this deplorable shit to her. The reason she did all that and the reason she was saying "I love you, happy birthday" was because of her ADHD.
Bro,
what, motherfucker?
Bro, that's like
what are you saying?
That's like when Tipster was like, "I could say retard because I have ADHD."
I'm gonna, dude. I need a gun.
Think about that. It's literally like that. It's like when Tipster was like, "I can say retard. I have ADHD." You can't get mad at me. I have ADHD. I'm totally 100% free from criticism if I have ADHD. It's amazing.
I can't believe I haven't seen this. This guy is an A-class retard.
This dude is funny.
They would punish us, whether they understood this or not, if we were stirring trouble. That's how they most likely perceived it. So, at some point, Lex and I had all but given up and thought to ourselves, well, this is going to be something we're going to have to work through in our own lives and therapy and whatever, right? Because they don't want to address it.
God.
We don't want to make a mess. We don't want to be completely alienated from the entire industry. Let's make amends with them. Not forgive them for what they had done, but almost kind of move past it, right?
That's what an adult does. They move past it and don't revisit it.
They just can't recognize their own faults at all. They can't take any responsibility for anything. It's all completely a one-way street. Where realistically, with humans and relationships, it's never a fucking one-way street, dude. And you expect us to believe you guys who are proven liars? Bullshit.
Oh my God, this is crazy. All right, I need to address something. It seems like Klaus.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Hold on, guys. What link are you clicking? Or is this a troll? Like, let's just be honest here. Klaus, you've been in the chat for a while. What is it real or are you just fucking around? Because you're interrupting this. If it's real, then I'll tell you guys to not click the links. All those links are mine publicly. I own all of those. Twitch, Twitter, the Cash App, all that. Just letting you know right now.
If it's a troll,
yes, that's so true.
It's an annoying ass troll. It's an annoying ass troll, but I'll just deal. It's whatever. Because Klaus, I believe Klaus has been around for a while and he's a supporter. So like that's the funny. Oh, I was trying to troll the retards. Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure. Because I believe. Because I was like, dude, listen, this dude right here, he's cool. I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
So true.
Felt like they were only festering, and we reached a point where I think we understood that our silence was enforced out of a want to protect our friends because we love our friends.
What?
Your silence was forced because you wanted to protect your friends. Dude, how are you forced?
Like, these people are talking like they're fucking war victims.
Dude, they're talking
to protect
like they've been in Afghanistan.
From literally, from what?
They've been in Afghanistan for 10 years.
Disgusting.
Bro,
Disgusting.
they came back from Vietnam and they have PTSD.
Literally.
That's how they're fucking acting.
They fucked up. We love them, and we hope they learn. We don't want to make a mess.
What is this idea that protection of someone is like the same thing as like just not aggressing on them? Like it's not.
It's permeating in our
like not shooting someone is not the same as protecting them from being shot.
What? What an analogy.
You know.
Reach the conclusion.
But they keep saying this. Oh, we were defending them. We were defending them. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You just weren't out.
I kind of wish this guy wasn't talking during this part. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Random
what
shit.
good is it to protect Matt and Ryan if
it wasn't protection?
Abandoning ourselves in all of this. We weren't protecting ourselves. In fact, we were failing ourselves. We weren't honoring our feelings. And so, that is why some of those messages may seem friendly.
Oh my
God, dude.
I can't watch this anymore. I can't do it. These people are fucking pathetic.
How the fuck did he just craft that? Like, dude, the amount of just strings he pulled to make this weave clusterfuck of nonsense to somehow justify them being two-faced bitches.
Dude, this is pathetic. This is funny as shit, dude. I can't keep watching this. This is fucking disgusting.
His literal only defense for Lex here, he brought up his like fucking own mental illnesses, which also aren't related. But his only defense for Lex there was that she has ADHD and she just wasn't trying to stir a whole bunch of shit.
True.
These people, man.
Hold on, I want to get to the clip. Sleepy did a good video on this, but I want the clip of Destiny just telling Nick's not agreed to kill himself.
The chance to respond to just Lex in her story, people that they supposedly cared for.
I just want to hear this.
Any of this happened. I hope everyone takes some time away from the internet to think about how situations like these boil over and become as messy as they do.
Nothing is that messy or boiled over. You're just doing hit pieces, and now you're trying to tie every single negative thing they've ever done, like, into one video.
Yes. It's crazy, right? Think about that, Lerix. All of us with no communication whatsoever. Outside of me and Sleepy, I've only talked to him about this, and maybe FPS Diesel. Everyone else never spoke to Chud, never spoke to Destiny, never spoke to Tom, never spoke to you about it. And we all came to the same conclusion watching the Nick's Not Green video and all of the videos involved in this situation. That Nick's video was a hit piece. Leighton is a vindictive son of a bitch. Lex lied about a lot of things in that video or exaggerated the truth to fit a narrative. Fucking Pethan is a goddamn snake. And all of us came to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
With no communication. That's how you know how bad this story is. And to the people that get mad at these streams that I do, because, dude, the fucking Nick's Not Green video that I did, the stream, I had to combine it into one video, got dislike bombed to shit. They were fucking mad at me for that one.
How the fuck can you defend Nick is Not Green's video?
Bro, if you go through the comments, there's some people in there that's like, I can't believe you made a 3-hour video. I'm like, it's a live stream. But yeah, I did that, your point. And they're like, you're pathetic. Nick did nothing wrong. And I'm like, you're a bunch of retards. All of you.
There's no like, you can't even communicate with people who say shit.
But it's crazy, right? Because I understand that our communities and Nick's communities are completely separate, right? Like we're all very different in how we handle things, right? But even as, like, Destiny, who has no idea what the fuck's going on, watches the Nick's Not Green video and says the same shit we're all saying with no prompt whatsoever, other than Tom being like, it kind of comes across as a hit piece. And Destiny's like, okay, don't tell me that. I'm going to watch it independently. Watches it and has the same conclusion. How do you still have any sort of reservations as a viewer that Nick and all these people, in a sense, worked with each other to fuck over Supermega?
Yeah.
And to call Don a rapist. When, in all actuality, it's most likely a fucking miscommunication when it comes to a sexual activity. Or at least an awkward sexual activity that happened. That's it! And all these...
I mean, dude, we don't even know anything. We literally don't even know anything about the Don and Lex situation, but everyone just chose to pick a side, even though Don's word is his account of the story is completely different than Lex's, and his account isn't sexual assault, and Lex's is debatably sexual assault. But regardless, I mean, we don't know the truth here. Why are we ruining someone's life? Taking him away from work, ruining his relationships, and destroying any credibility that he has publicly over shit that we can't even prove is true.
Yeah, of course. And I agree with you. And I think Destiny put it best to how me, you, and like everyone kind of looks at this. I genuinely think there should be severe repercussions for Nick is Not Green. His reporting on the Supermega situation was riddled with inaccuracies, trivialized alleged sexual assault, and resulted in a channel losing over 60,000 subscribers due to the hit piece. He literally admits in his video that he has zero desire to cover anything fairly, and admits that he has a friend in the video and is biased and won't research any facts. In the same video, he doesn't apologize or address any of the blatant misinformation he propagated by uncritically reading / spreading rumors from a Reddit comment in his prior video. Dude, everybody kind of like falls within that camp. I think he put it the best, where it's like, Nick fucked this up so bad, but he doesn't know anything about Leighton, right? If he saw the Leighton stream, he would have fucking lost his mind. He didn't see the Pethan stream where they were like, oh, it's over, we're just gonna smoke weed and everyone's gonna fucking lose their mind, right? We're all excited. Like, this whole situation screams gay op.
I mean,
gay
the quote of Nick's video was literally that fuck, I'm blanking now. What did he say?
It was of course
he has no desire to.
Of course, I'm gonna listen
no
to my friend.
to cover anything.
Yeah. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. What did he? Which video was that one? The second one where he was like, "I have no desire to continue on" or whatever this drama.
Oh, my brain was just killing itself for a second. Wait, no, he said verbatim that I'm gonna kill myself. I fucking forgot it, dude. I forgot. Yeah, say some shit.
No, it's just like my idea, right? And you kind of like fell in line with this too. And again, we never spoke about any of this. We just both had the same opinion, which is crazy that me, you, like 7 other people that do not communicate whatsoever all came to the same rational conclusion. This is a gay op. That Leighton probably stoked the fire. Lex took it too far. Pethan was enjoying the downfall because he's an idiot. And then Nick is not green, didn't do the research necessary or did anything that shouldn't have done anything. I mean, he should have done something and actually do research and reach out to the affected parties. Not just take Lex at her word.
Yeah, my brain actually fucking started not dying. No, the literal quote was that this isn't like a normal situation on the internet where I look at all the facts and make a decision. Dude, like, wait, what? You literally just said that when accusing someone of sexual assault? Are you kidding me? You literally just self-admitted you're not going to look at all the facts here and make your decision based on that. You're just going to take your friend's word of trust me, bro. Are you kidding me? You're accusing someone of rape on your 700K platform.
You're accusing someone of rape. You're accusing someone of being a rape apologist and covering up a rape. That's what you're doing.
I'm literally admitting he's not even going to look into it.
It's just not my problem. I just wholeheartedly believe my friend. Dude, if my friend came to me, like we said before, and said this happened to me, I would be asking questions. I would be talking to the other side, be like, what happened? I got to make sure that this is what they're saying. Because if I immediately jump onto the trust me bro shit, I may or may not ruin someone's life.
I mean, dude, this is literally the same logic of me making a video and saying, "Hey, everyone, today I'm here to talk about a story of rape that Nick is not green did to my friend. My friend told me that last week Nick is not green raped them in an alleyway and he was bleeding out of his asshole." So, you know, I'm just going to spread this information. I want his voice to be heard to the general public. And yeah, that's my goal for this video. Everybody watching, Nick's not green is a rapist. That's literally what he did.
Yeah, that's basically what he did.
That's exactly what he did. It's crazy.
At its core, if that happened to Nick, like we said before, Nick's audience would eat him alive. Like if he was found out to have done anything with a woman, anything that could be bad, and his audience find out about it, they're going to eat him alive. And he's going to know what it's like.
I so hope, dude. I so hope he gets accused. I'm praying for the day he gets accused, dude.
I secretly hope Supermega like actually sues him. Like unironically.
Yeah.
Like him in particular. Like maybe suing Lex and Leighton, that's a bad public press, but like I feel like suing Nick, there's no fucking problem with that. There's a lot of shit that he could definitely be sued for with a potential defamation. Calling Matt a rape apologist. Like that was the big one for me.
All of them need to get fucked.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say before we end off on shit?
No, that's good, dude. Thanks for having me on so I could talk about this, dude. There's just so much to rant about the situation.
All we did was like we didn't even like we talked about what's already been talked about, but the thing is that even with the Rav shit, there's still shit to pick apart. The Leighton stuff, that's 3 hours of gold to pick apart because he's a psycho. Whole 2 hours, but like there's so much to fucking eat in that video. And my advice to anybody that does content creation, don't be Nick's. It disconnected? Okay. We're back. We're good. Everything's fine. I think. It just said it reconnected, so we should be good. Uh-oh. Oh, no, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Oh, no. Uh-oh. F. We're just getting some Fs in the chat now. It can't be a thing on my end. But before everything gets destroyed in this stream, I do want to say thank you to Lerix for coming out today. I appreciate it, dude. I've been meaning to talk to Lerix for a while on stream, especially about the Supermega stuff, because it's intriguing. It's something that really kind of like sticks to my heart on shit. And I genuinely believe that Matt and Ryan got fucked over to the worst that it could be. So I do want to say thank you to the people that did donate today. Big shout outs to... Oh, it crashed again. Oh, Lord. All right, I want to say big shout out to the Gaming Witch, Core, Pigeon Salad, Klaus, JFA, Hin, Jax, Weird Collar Guy, Pigeon Salad with the 5 gifted, and Shogun for the direct donations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to send you guys over to... I'm going to send you over to Boblax, because Boblax is talking about some funny shit. So let me get you over there. Yep, I'm going to send you over to Boblax. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Sorry for the lag at the end, but shit happens. We're going to have to deal with it. Thank you guys. And thank you, Lerix, in particular, bro. I'm going to send you over to Boblax. Just wait a minute.